What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. Wow, I don't see any numbers on here. I hope it ain't a glitch. Give me a second when the people come on in. Can y'all see me? When you come on in the room, you guys. Okay. All right, there we go. I want to make sure y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. We got people in here for my thumbnail. Okay. All right, it's definitely here now. Come on in the room. I know it's definitely a delay. Shout out to the people on the over here on the station. Y'all head over there to the YouTube. Okay, head over. All right, when y'all come on in the room, say hello. We are live. Hello, 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 hello. Can y'all hear me? Oh man. Like the video. Yeah, make sure y'all like the video too. Yes. So let me explain that because so many people they talk about they say, well, Wiley, why is the like button important? I want to explain it to you. What the like button does, it helps you get more notifications of the Wiley Show, and it helps you with the notification, and it also drives us in the algorithm to get more people to view us. To get more people in the chat to view the show, and it also gets you notified because I've tried it. I always click the like button on all these YouTubers that I watch: Larry Reed, Nick at Night, Brother Sean, Brother Armand Wiggins, all the Brother Storm. And every time I go, I click the like button. Most of these people, I'm not allowed in their chat, but Larry Reed and Neek, there's good, strong people. They allow me over there in their chat. And so I comment somewhere and I'm waiting for the show and I click and I always get the notification. It always happens. But I want to make sure, did y'all stand up when I came in the room? Now, when a man come in the room, you supposed to stand. You supposed to stand when a man come in the room. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you think we ain't living in 2022. We living in 2022. I'm telling you, when a man come in the room, you supposed to stand. Tell you that right now. So some of y'all already has this. Some of y'all still stubborn. That's why you single. I ain't standing. That's why you singing alone. That's when you cook on the dinner table, you by yourself. Now, if you want a man, I'm teaching you how to get a man. That is showing honor and respect. Okay, make sure you stand up. I'm saying when you come on in the room, you stand. Don't talk back. Stand, stand. Teach your children to stand. All right. When I come in the room, and so some of y'all, I'm going to be traveling this country, and when I come in the restaurant, I don't care. It could be packed. When you see me walk in that restaurant, stand. I don't care if you eating your fried chicken and your baby back ribs. Stand. And they be like, "Why are you standing?" Because a man just entered the a man just entered the room because I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be going to to Virginia next year. That's the plan to go to Virginia. I'm planning on traveling more next year. So when I come in that restaurant or come in that store, stand up. Shamba, shana, na, na. All right. We could be in a movie theater and you could be watching Wakanda. But when I stand up in there, when I come up in there, you stand up. All right. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. All right. Now give me a second. I want to see where these people are at. Make sure y'all come on in the room here. And I'm going to make sure I let my moderators and people know that we here. Moderators, we're going to bring back our meetings, our moderator meeting. We're going to definitely bring that back. So if you're a moderator, make sure you email me so we can have your contact information so we can put you on the Zoom call because we're going to bring that Zoom meeting. We're going to bring that Zoom back meeting that we used to do so we can get more together because we have so many plans for next year that we want to bring back the Zoom meeting. I haven't seen a man yet. Oh, that's what you say. I'm a man, Elizabeth. You see one now. You see one now. All right. Should we start barking? No, I didn't say, let me tell y'all, I didn't say nothing about barking. I didn't say nothing. Thank you, Armor Brow 09. I see her in the chat. I didn't see none. I didn't say you to bark. I didn't say you hop on one leg. I said when a man entered the room, hey, you supposed to stand. I remember I had a baby cousin, and he was a baby then, and I had authority over him, meaning that I would say, lay down, carry on. Wherever he's at, he would lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. And stuff like that. I just love doing it. And I used to babysit him everything. I said, go lay down. He would lay down. I don't care wherever he be in the kitchen, he would lay down. If he's in the living room, he would lay down. And so I would say, lay down and stuff like, joking, having a good. He said, don't be telling him that. And he got older. Carrie, I got older, and Mario, and they got older, and they said we ain't babies no more. We ain't laying down. They start talking back. And so, but I remember I used to say lay down because I didn't like all that noise. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be hard for me to have kids because kids create a lot of noise. You know what I'm saying? Kids create a lot of noise. So I know I'm gonna have a hard time, having kids because kids creates noise. They play, they make noise, and I ain't used to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm by myself, and I can take a nap anytime. I just took me a good nap before I did this show. Slept really, really good. But if you have kids, you can't be doing all that napping because the kids, especially if you have, like infants. Now, if you have a teenager, all that, I can understand. But if you have infants, you can't be doing all that sleeping, right? Anyway, and so I like strong authority. And so I was telling my niece, I said, silence. They no silence, no nothing. They still was talking, they still was laughing, they still was joking, they still was making noise, they still was playing, they still was grabbing the laptop, whatever they can grab, and all that. I said, where's that authority? And I had to tell my sister, I said, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get when a man say silence, the kid's supposed to be up, they supposed to get it to step. But they didn't do it. They were still laughing. They were still talking. They were still yelling. They were still crying. They were still doing whatever. And I said, wow. I said, because kids require a lot of time. Me, I'm not used to that. I'm used to just, I can take a nap in the middle of, like I catch myself sometimes taking a nap. I could be at a computer. But you have kids, you really can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was real tired. And that's the freedom. Because I want to tell y'all something really quickly. I'm talking, and we're going to get to Deion Sanders, but we're talking. The freedom of not having children, you have a freedom to sleep when you want to sleep. You can move, you can bust a move. And so when you have children, you really can't do that. So because I was at my mom's house, and them kids, they make a lot of, I love my nieces and nephews, but I don't know if I can deal with that 24/7. I don't know if I can deal with that because I'm the type of person, I know kids supposed to play, but I'm a disciplinarian. No playing, silence when I'm especially when I'm tired. And me, I don't like to get up early in the morning. Morning is not my thing. I'm not a morning person. That's gonna have to change next year because we're gonna have to do morning show to entertain y'all. Y'all love morning shows, but I'm not a morning person. So when I went home in Chicago, I couldn't believe it. I said, what is all that noise? Cause I didn't forget. I'm like, is I'm in Dallas? Like, who got kids? Like, what's that noise? And in my mind has, oh no, I'm in Chicago. Noise out this world, loud noise. And I like to sleep. So they woke me up. I was up, and they like to play. They ask a million questions. They want to do a million TikToks and stuff like that. So I had to reprogram myself for that to be great. But I went on, I took that medication. See, I took that medication, and I bust me a Zyprexa, and man, I slept. I ain't hear a peep. And I know if I had kids, I don't know if I could be on that Zyprexa because that Zyprexa is strong. They said you slept the whole day. I said I was tired. I literally slept the whole day. I took that Zyprexa. I was knocked out. I ain't hear a peep. And so I told him, I said, I'm used to sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Any time of the day, sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was in the recliner, I told y'all this. I was watching a movie and I was knocked out. So I gotta be careful what I say because I want to have children, but I want to have a partnership. So my prayer is I'm putting my request in. I want to have a partnership when I have children. I don't want to be a single parent because I want to be able when I'm working out to be able the other parent be able to take the kids out for ice cream or take them out for a walk or taking them out to the park, take them whoever. I don't want to be a single parent. So I want to make sure I put my request. I said, Lord, right now, you sitting on the throne looking high, you sitting high looking low. I want a partnership when I have children. I want to have a team. I don't want to be a single parent. I don't know what I would do. I gotta be married because I done told y'all about that sister. I said you gotta be married, and people got mad. People got mad at me. I said I gotta be married. Of course, I'm gonna have a wedding. Of course, we gonna stream it on YouTube. Of course, we gonna stream it on YouTube. And when I get married, we're gonna put it on YouTube and let y'all watch my wedding. Mm-hmm. People get mad. They get mad at you. And they said, you shouldn't be saying that. Was your mama married when she had you? No, she wasn't married. She had me out of wedlock. She actually was getting it in during that time because the person that she said was my pa wasn't my pa. It was a different pa. So no, she wasn't married. She was wow. But I'm telling you to break that cycle of getting married, right? So I was reading the comments and y'all was very passionate in the comments. Y'all said, was your mama married? No, she was wow. Uh-huh. So I'm trying to break that wildness and say, well, you know what? I'm not gonna be like mama. When before I have children, I'm walking down the aisle. Okay. I'm walking down the aisle and I'm getting married, whether it's in the courthouse or whether in front of the preacher and all of that. We're going to have that. And then once we get to the hotel, hey, for the honeymoon, then we get it on. All right. So that is what I'm saying for the order. Okay. Because none of my family, my immediate family, none of them is married. None of them is married. Right? So I'm going to break that cycle. And I'm going to get married. And then I'm going to have somebody sing at my wedding. You understand? I might even have Armand Wiggins. Paul, make sure we send Armand Wiggins to see how much he charged to sing at our wedding. I don't know about him because he don't really know how to hit them high notes. And I don't know about Armand. I don't know about, but we to sing at my wedding. Because I don't want to like Armand. I changed my mind on Armand. No, just don't hit him up. I actually want Kiara Clark Shear to sing at my wedding. Kiara Clark Shear, Jordan to sing at my wedding. Yes, that's who I want. That in the spirit. So write that down. Kiara Clark Shear. All right. Anyway. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could perform at the reception, talking about deposit a check and the people give and all that. I can understand. Long as he ain't wearing Bobby Lights draws, because you got to be careful with that. Anyway. But Kia, we're talking clear. So yeah, I'm gonna break that cycle. And then people are saying, Wiley, why would you get married and you say you like men? I said it's deliverance in a marriage. Because once I walk down the aisle and once I get that seal of commitment, I would no longer have a commitment to men. My commitment is going to be with that woman. So you are projecting your fear, your whoredom, your horniness, and your thoughts on me. So when I get married, I'm not gonna be thinking about a man. The type of woman I'm gonna marry, I'm not gonna need a man. The type of woman I'm gonna marry, she gonna have the full body, full pack, and she gonna be a freak in the bedroom. I'm not marrying no lot. The type of woman I'm gonna marry, I'm not gonna need a man. She gonna do it all. That's what I'm saying. So don't pretend. Some of y'all not gonna come to my wedding Because y'all ain't gonna do that but project fear. Oh, you shouldn't marry him. He likes this. Oh, you won't be allowed because I'm gonna have heavy security on my way. You ain't gonna be allowed with that negative talk. So, anyway, so I'm not gonna get into what we're gonna do in the bedroom. That's between me and my future wife. Anyway, so when they say, why would you want to get married and not married to a man? It's not my core belief to get married to a man. I have nothing against my brothers and sisters that get married to same gender people. That ain't my life. That's not my purpose or what I want to do. So you bringing that up to me, not gonna make me change my mind. And people, they come very strong. I said, I don't believe in it. What you mean you don't believe in it? I said, I don't believe in it. But do I believe that it should be public policy to forbid people to choose who they want to be married with? No, I believe that they should be able to make that decision. And I believe they should be able to have the freedom to do it, just like anybody else should be having the freedom to do it. All right. But if you ask me what do I believe in my personal choice, my personal preference, I'm going to tell you my personal preference. And if you get mad at me, I don't care if you get so mad your wig fall off and go into the dumpster. I'm still going to be able to give my point of view, right? Because if you ask me a question, what I believe, I give it, and you don't like it, so what? So be it, sister. All right, don't ask me. If you're not ready for my answer, don't ask me a question. Because if I ask you a question, if you don't like it, then you can go ahead somewhere and sit on down. Don't ask me. Because I'm going to be able to give my opinion. Okay? All right? No, my wife. And then it's another question. I want to definitely answer that, Ashley. Ashley said, would your wife have a strap, though? No, she would not have a strap. Why? It's nowhere in the world I'm going to have my woman with a strap on. Absolutely not. I don't want to see my woman with a strap on. What? I am the strap. I don't want my woman with a strap. And if she do it, I will rebuke her. I might have to lay hands on her because right here and there, she got a spirit of some weird stuff. Because no, I don't want her with no what? A strap? Unless you talk about putting a strap on her purse and she cashing a check and paying the bills with the money I'm bringing home. But no, I don't want her with no strap. No. Get up out of there. The devil is a lie. I don't want her with no strap on. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not into that. I know some people are into that. I know some people like they breadbasket tampered with by women, but I don't want no woman playing with my breadbasket. I don't want women playing with my with my buns. No, I don't want her putting the no. That would mess. I would literally not be. That don't turn me on. That's not for me. No, I'm not gonna be doing the bending. Not for my woman. I don't know. I don't know if you. I don't even know. Let me say this, and I know people gonna get mad at me. So somebody send me a super chat. I'm definitely gonna need it for security. Stand for Wiley. Love you, Wiley. Hope you feel better. We appreciate you. Thank you, Queen. I don't believe that you should stand for a man that get bent over by a woman. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm a man and I wish I could stand up. I'm bending over. Come on, wifey. Put on your strap and do your business. No way. Absolutely not. I'm not bending over for no woman. Absolutely not. If she do that on the honeymoon, I will have to divorce her that night. No. Absolutely not. I'm a strict top. Strict top. Now, did I try that with a man? Yes, I've tried it. Hey, like I try other things in my life, but I don't want to try having a woman bending me over. That ain't for me. That's not for me. I am a strict top. Have I experienced being a bottom? Yes, I experienced being a bottom with Brian Radcliffe. Absolutely, I experienced being a bottom with brother Brian Radcliffe. What's his Twitter? I want to definitely give him a shout out. What's his Twitter? Give me a second. Excuse me. Let me see if I can find his Twitter. If I find his Twitter, he can get some more followers. If I can find his Twitter. If I can find his Twitter. if yeah, shout out to B_love LOVED_1. B_love LOVED_1. B_love LVED_1. Okay, the number one. So, no, have I experienced that with that brother? Yes, I have. Do I want to experience that again? No, absolutely not. Mm-mm. I don't, no. I tried that. That wasn't my ministry. I tried, I don't want, That's when I was young, 19, 20, 21, 22, yeah, but no, not, I'm in my 30s. Ain't nowhere in the world. No way. You plunging me back there as a woman. What, sir? What's wrong? My lady. And then he gets stuck back there. No, not me. Absolutely not. Not me. That ain't for me. So to answer your question, Ashley, the answer is no, because it hurts back there. That hurts. It's painful. Good God of Zion. That is a very painful situation. Okay, we're going to get deep in this. We talking. I remember this guy. His name was Alex Gemini. And he was in Chicago. And we finally were able to do what we had to do. And I was an experienced top. I was an inexperienced top. He was a bottom. So I just rammed it in there. Whoosh. He's it's painful. So I rammed the peen into his breadbasket, no pre-warning, just rammed it in there. Whoosh, whoosh. And it was pain. He heard, he's like, oh. Didn't know, because I didn't know that it's a process. It's just, it's you slide out slow. It's a, like da 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 da. It's a process. Start out slow. Get it there, right? Get it where they get used to it, and then you get it. Okay. So I was an inexperienced top. So I put it in whoosh. He actually had tears coming out his eyes. So I'm just telling you, I'm just telling you, you got to prime. It's a process. So I didn't know. Now I know the process. And so I'm having these conversations, and people are saying, it's getting weird. Maybe I need an OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? I can dive into all this stuff. But these are just my experience. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm letting you know my experience, and you asked me a question and stuff like that, and I'm answering it. And I understand you say it may get weird for you, but I'm telling you something that may help you avoid some situation with a boyfriend, with a husband, or anything. So you should listen. Don't ignore it. When a man tells you about his experience with another man, you shouldn't ignore that, because you should listen, especially if you're a woman with a man, because whatever you've been going through and debating on if your man cheating on, I didn't actually gave you your answer with me talking about my experience. So you be careful in knowing that you better listen and pay attention, so you can avoid dealing with a down low man that cheat on you and with another man you don't know and all that. I just said you should listen. Because some of y'all, your man then left you for a whole nother man. All right, but listen to Brother Wiley. But listen to that. I don't want to hear it. And you want to, Wiley, I got something to say. Well, what do you got to say? He left me for a man. You got to be careful. We living in that time now. Man, please. I had somebody that was on my show, not going to say his name, that was down low for marriage. He kept calling me. So when I come to he kept coming to Dallas. Never met him. And the old Wiley would have met him. The old Wiley would have, okay, whatever, you married, it's whatever. But the new Wiley, I thought about his wife. I thought about his family. I said, I don't want to be the other woman, aka the other man, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I never paid him no matter. And that man still send me DMs. He still send me Facebook messages. He still be, I'm in your city. I want to see you. I never paid him out because every time I can see is the Facebook picture of you and your wife, the Facebook picture of your family. I just don't want to do that. Now the old Wiley, because I was a hoe. Oh baby, I was a hoe. I'm talking about the old Wiley. I didn't care, married or not. I want you and your wife. Hey, but I'm no longer have them whorish ways. And he's a good looking guy. I just didn't want, I just didn't want to get involved with that mess because I get involved with the mess. The wife find out she trying to track me down. I just don't want to deal with that type of drama. So I said I just didn't do it, and I felt good about myself. But the whorish Wiley, I'm talking about back when I was in 2021, you know, all that, I would have did it and wouldn't care nothing about it. I actually would have did it and wouldn't care nothing about it. I actually would have put on her panties and then pull down her put on her panties and then put it down and then like screwed her with the woman bonnet on. I would have did that. So you know what I'm saying? Oh, why is real. Yeah. I would have did something like that. I would have literally put that woman bonnet on and just screwed her husband in her bed. I would have did it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not like that no more. I'm doing good. I'm delivered from that. You know what I'm saying? I would have definitely did. I would have put her panties on and then pull the panties to the side and pull that rod out and just gave her husband everything, you know, that he wanted. Okay. But I'm not like that no more. I ain't like that no more. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I would have did it. I'm just not like that anymore dealing with married men. No. Oh, they don't like this type of teaching. Wiley, a big old freak. Yeah. If you know how to tap into it, I am. But I don't want to deal with married men anymore. Letter that you wearing the the school to make your husband. So I'm saying it because y'all was asking me some questions, and I thank y'all for asking me questions because it creates dialogue, and I thank y'all and I appreciate that for that, and I love that for y'all thought process and everything like that. We just having these conversations, and this is just my experience. And so the woman, and another question that I get answered to, the woman actually said, "Well, do you tell your woman your experiences?" I said, "Yes." I said, my desire is to deal with a woman that was dealing with women as well, that's bisexual. Because if I deal with a woman that was bisexual, that with women and men, she probably will be more understanding of where I come from. I don't know if I can get a woman that never had same gender loving tendency, just straight 1000%, always been the man of her life, never been with a woman. She may not understand me, and I may not be for her. I may not be for her. And I understand that. But my desire is probably get a woman that is that dealt with women and like men as well. I think we will have a more of an understanding in the relationship and everything like that. But you know, you have to be careful. And then some women that I personally talked to that did not get turned away on me talking about my lifestyle and me having that because of my character, because of how I conduct myself and great conversations and who I am. They really didn't care. At first, they was having doubt, but the more we talked about it and everything like that, and I answered about a billion questions. But what if we get together? What if you want a man? What if you cheat on me with a man? Blah blah. And I answered all them questions. I get it because those are typically the same questions that you get because they think like if you say you with a man, you gonna automatically cheat. No, if a man come and be honest with you and lay his cards to the deck and telling you and all like that and Bob and y'all blah blah blah, he will not cheat. If he cheat, that's on him. But that's not a reflection for people that are bisexual that want to deal with women. That's not a reflection on all, because you got a lot of straight men that will cheat on women and do all type of cheating and all type of cheating, all type of ways. But no, that just because I say I'll attract a man, and I'm just gonna just dog you out and just shoot on it. I'm not that type of brother. I'm not gonna do you like that. I'm not gonna hurt you like that. I'm that type of brother. And it may not be for you, sister. It may not be for you that's watching the chat. It may not be for you, right? And this ain't, I'm not trying to be with you, but I'm just giving you my experience. And you know, it's a lot of people that actually that hearing what I'm saying and said, Wiley, I wish I can talk openly like you talk, but I get judged. You know, people get judged. They can't talk like this. This is the only platform that really gonna talk like this. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of these people ain't gonna talk like this. No, because they're gonna get judged. Women definitely can't say, well, I dealt with a man, and my man have in his past, in his history, dealt with other men. He have. They ain't not gonna talk like and be open and talk and broadcast that, because they're gonna be judged. They're gonna call her stupid. They're gonna call her crazy. They're gonna say all type of stuff. So they keep it hidden. But those people, they exist, and you will be surprised. Okay. Okay. So I'm just having my conversation. Get up out of here with that. Hold on 1 second. Who was that? I thought that was somebody in the. So I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want to hear the honesty, here we go. It's only come out when she get mad at him. It only come out when she get mad, right? But you was okay with that all the time. It was a situation with a rapper. I don't know if I can say his name because I might get in trouble. But it was a rapper, and the woman said, I tuned into his porn history, and it was with men. And but I said, sister, you dealt with that man all that time, right? You seen his history, and you still had sex with him, so you were okay with that. But because he left you or left you alone, moved on in the relationship, or not take care of the child, now you want to expose his tendency of what kind of porn he like. But you was okay with it as long as he was D'ing you down. But once he ain't taking care of the kids or some he ain't doing that you don't like, now you ready to expose. Well, in his porn history, it was with men on men. Oh, now you ready to expose him. But you were okay with all that when he was D'ing you down. Okay? I ain't gonna say no names because people will get mad. Mm-hmm. All right. And someone and Dropping Gems said something, and I want to reiterate. Dropping Gems, I definitely want you to call in because she said something. I'm not into men who like men. Just not my preference. And I'm not trying to change people their preference. I'm just giving you my experience. And that's true. And you shouldn't have that. But you know, it's a lot of men. It's some men out here that are with women that like men and scared to say something because they're going to get judged. Monique said something in her comedy show. I don't know if I can share this. Can I share this, Paul? Can I share this about Monique? No, can I share this? Because this was in her comedy. This is in her Netflix special. Can I share this? Can I share it, though? Okay. If I get sued, my people will take care of me. But Monique did a comedy special, and I saw Monique twice. So she said this joke. I heard it in Atlanta twice. I heard it when I went to Atlanta with one of my moderators, Day, and I heard it again when she did her comedy special from Netflix. What she said, I was having these feelings and these thoughts, and I really wanted my husband to know, and I was so scared to talk to him about it because I didn't want to be judged. Scared. And I one night I told my husband, I said, listen, I want to tell you something, but I don't want you to change against me. I don't want you to, look at me different. But I got something to say. And he was like, what? Did you kill somebody? He's like, no. I have these same I like women. I have these same gender loving tendencies about women. I love it. I like women as well. And so that's like I like it too. And so many what her joke was, but what she was telling you is that she liked women and that she had these thoughts for a long time, but she never shared it with somebody because she didn't want to be judged. You don't know, and women can share that and went on, and it probably will be accepted in this society. But do you know it's men that have that same thought that they had for decades? They got a family, they got a wife, and they want to tell you, but they know if they tell you, you may judge them and may even walk away. So you may not have that preference, but I pose a question. You may already be dealing with that with your preference. And it's a lot of women that dealt with it because it's a lot of down low men. It's a lot of men that are in the closet. They're out here. And you will be surprised. And they're not, I got my Birkin back. They ain't like that, what people assume that gay men, because all gay men are not feminine. I'm gonna say that. All gay men don't wear Birkin bags. All gay men don't do hair. All gay men don't get their nails painted. It's some gay men that blend in with society. You won't even know it. You will be, and if you find out, it will shock you. You like, oh, really? It won't shock me because I've been here for, I been here for. So it won't surprise me, but it will surprise a lot of y'all. So I'm just having that purpose because I don't wear nails. I don't wear. I tried Marcuda and I stopped that as a gimmick, but I don't wear like Birkin bags and all that and doing hair. I don't know how to do hair and makeup. No, didn't even know how to do my niece hair. Facts, yikes. But it's just the truth. For that, and most men ain't gonna leave you. They just still with you, still sleeping with you, still everything like that. And my question is, to a lot of brothers that into that situation, talk to your partner, and if she leaves, she leave. Live in your freedom. You know what I'm saying? Because if you unhappy, and say, and that goes for women too, but if you unhappy, then why live in unhappiness? Why live being depressed? Why every time you come in the room or you make love to your wife, you don't want to you don't want to make love to your wife. You want a man. So why even live in that type of situation? Why even live in that type of situation that you want to be with a man, but is where, and not only are you wasting your time, but you wasting her time. You know what I'm saying? You knew that you want a man, but you just wasted you wasting her time, and you wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just putting it out there, you getting her pregnant, and I've seen this situation happen. You got her pregnant, she got all these kids. Then finally, now you ready to come out the closet. You ready to be you. So you leave her. Now she's stuck with all the kids, and now you living your life. But if you would have said that from day one, you wouldn't have all this situation, is what I'm saying. So it's a lot of brothers, that's in that situation. And then a lot of women, they don't understand their husband. They see something weird about them. Excuse me. I got a book that I'm gonna tell y'all to read. I think it's called My Gay Husband. My husband is a pastor, but he gay or something like that. I have a book. It's somewhere around his house, and remind me because I'm gonna try to find it. And you get into the situation, and then not only, and probably you buy, yes, but not only you lie, but explain that woman should know. Don't let me catch you with a man, then you ready to pour out your spirit to me, pour out your heart to me, because you should have told me this and make me make that right decision. And I always use this example of that. And you know what I'm saying? Be free who you are. And these are conversations like, don't walk down the aisle with me knowing that you're not into me. You don't want me at all. You just want me for a certain look. You know what I'm saying? So I just you know what I'm saying. So it's a lot of women unfortunately have to deal with all that. And I tell people to watch Cover Thank you, dropping gems. Love your name. Cover my boy Leo was in the shower with a man while his wife was at church. Yes, to go watch that movie. Cover, definitely a good movie. And that movie, it was underrated, but that movie is true. Whoever was the writer of Cover definitely was that knew what they were talking about because it was a part of that movie Cover. You can get on that on Amazon. Um, they talked about the eye contact. They talked about the eye contact. It's a certain eye contact. You know, and he know that we know, y'all know. Like you know. And they talked about the eye contact. And do you know that is real? I have been in a gym and this person on the whole side and this one, and then we connect, and you know what I mean, we connect by the eye, and you feel that energy. And you know that person that didn't say a word. He didn't send a DM. You just knew by them nonverbal cues, you knew that he is it. You knew he is it is. You just had the energy. And a lot of y'all better hear what I'm saying. Because I'm speaking from experience. So the why people out here will accept you for who you are. Why blindside someone? Absolutely. So we're gonna talk about Coach Brian, but we're gonna talk about this because this the Wiley Show, okay? And it ain't like y'all gonna bombard my phone lines with call-ins. So I'm talking about this because I'm being led by the Spirit to talk about it. Okay, we're gonna talk about Coach Prime, most definitely. Okay. Some of y'all want me to talk about Coach Prime, and your husband is priming somebody right now. And that's why you somewhere in the corner somewhere drinking and listening to Mary J. Blige, and you thinking your husband is dealing with the neighbor down the street, a female. He dealing with a whole 6'2" man. And you so I know he dealing with that bitch. He dealing with that bitch down the street, Charlene. He dealing with Bob. Okay. And that's why you in the corner somewhere listening to Mary J. drinking old English, and you up there talking to your girlfriend, talking he dealing with it, and he ain't dealing with no bitch called Charlene. He dealing with a whole man, and you gonna find out because you came in this show rushing me, and why not when you get out of work for working at Walmart, you gonna catch that man on that air mattress with a whole nother man. Okay, all right. It is what it is. So just let me know when he talk about Coach Brown, because right in there you trying to change the subject because you already going through your situation in your life. So I understand that. Okay, so just come on back. We gonna pray for you and everything like that because you're gonna be crying. I'll be on the phone with you and everything like that. We help you get back to what you need. Anyway, okay. So it's on the air mattress. Anyway. That's messed up if you screwing somebody on the air mattress and you catch them on the air mattress. That is messed up. That is messed up. I just see that, but it's okay. No, keep talking while he tell the truth. So with a man in the air mattress, she got bigger problems. So yes. But I'm having this conversation. It's definitely a conversation to be had. But that eye contact, that works. That I can tell by eye contact. You can sense that energy. You can sense that energy. All right, let's talk about Coach Prime. Okay, I didn't even know we did like we in 44 minutes in. Coach Prime, he's leaving Jackson State University and he's going to Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. He have been with Jackson State University for about 3 seasons, I believe, for about 3 years. He won championships. He had I get a perfect season with no loss. And now everybody has been coming for Deion Sanders, calling him a coon. They're calling him all type of things that you leave your people hanging. And they just dragging Deion Sanders. And they was like, why would you leave a black school to go with the white man? You ain't nothing but a coon. You just want a big check. And I'm hearing this. And I said, listen, first and foremost, what Deion Sanders did, bringing exposure to HBCUs, is undeniable. Deion Sanders is one man, and Deion Sanders have did more for HBCUs than some of these coaches and athletic directors have been doing for the last 30, 40 years. So he started the work, and how I look at it is like a relay race. He has started the race. So somebody take the baton and they continue to build on the foundation that Deion Sanders have did for the HBCU for the entire program, and also for Jackson State. Well, what people need to understand, Deion Sanders is a coach, meaning that this is his job. And you're going to go where you make more money. And if you want him to stay in the HBCU program, then give me the big bucks. But a lot of times, and I speak to the shame of the alumni, y'all come to the homecoming game, y'all come all this, but how much money for the people that graduated in the part of the alumni, how much money per month are you sending, or per quarter are you sending to Jackson State University, or are you sending to an HBCU school? So if you want to see more coaches like a Coach Prime stay in the HBCU program, then y'all must invest and give money to keep those type of talent. So don't get mad from that. So don't get mad. I messed up the word. Shit, I messed up the word, Mayberry. Okay. Alumni. Alumni. I'm gonna call it the alumni. Okay, the people that graduated. I'm gonna fuck the word up. But the people that graduated from college donate to the school. I didn't fuck the word up, but it's okay. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Shit. Anyway, okay. The people that graduated, and how much money are you sending back to Jackson State University or to these universities? So when I saw Colorado, when I saw that school, so I'm seeing I'm seeing like the field, the practice field. Baby, they went into the locker room. Not only did they have a huge locker room, they have where you can get into some water, I guess, like some water to like loosen up your muscles. I've never seen that before. And the facilities is top notch. So, but again, what I'm saying is I'm not going to call Deion Sanders a coon. He's not a coon. I think people just use that word just to ugh. What I'm saying is we must invest in HBCUs. We must continue to invest in HBCUs, and we must call out the management, the administration of HBCUs to make sure they're doing the right job, and also call out these athletic directors as well to do better. And so what Deion Sanders have did for Jackson State University is great, but I also got to talk about Jackson. And I know I'm going to piss some people off about Jackson, Mississippi. But Jackson, Mississippi is one of the worst cities ever. And I'm speaking of, they had a water infrastructure crisis. They had dirty water. They couldn't drink their water. And I believe they still can't drink their water. I don't trust the water. The crime is high in Jackson, Mississippi. Deion Sanders actually, he was playing a football game, came back to the locker room, and they actually stole his credit card, his wallets, and all that. So it's a very dangerous city. And I'm not trying to talk about Jackson, Mississippi or anything like that, but I speak to the shame of the governor of Mississippi. I speak to the shame of all from the top all the way to the bottom. Jackson, Mississippi is one of the worst cities in America. And so I visited Jackson, Mississippi, right? I had to take the Greyhound bus because I was on my way back to Texas. I was coming from Chicago, and we had to go through Jackson. I had to get back to Chicago. I mean, no, to Texas, I believe. And I was in Jackson, and it was a snowstorm. It was a couple of years back, and we got stuck in Jackson, Mississippi. The motels was raggedy. People was begging. It was poor. It was raggedy. It was the worst experience. Now, what I've heard about Jackson, Mississippi is that, Medgar Evers, he was a civil rights icon. And if anybody needs to watch the movie Ghosts of Mississippi, is one of the great movies I ever seen, starring Whoopi Goldberg. And so I wanted to see Medgar Evers, house, see where he was shot at, and also all that. But I didn't want to say that. I just wanted to leave Jackson Mississippi. It was so raggedy and dirty. It was really raggedy. I'm not trying to come at Jackson, but it's a raggedy city. So I need to know, where's all that millions of dollars that Deion Sanders brought to the city? Is that actually going into the infrastructure into the city of Jackson? You know what I'm saying? To the Jackson, Mississippi. And so Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the nation. People need to understand about Mississippi, and I'm not trying to come at Mississippi, but please don't come up. But it's one of the poorest, raggediest states in the United States. Do you know in Mississippi, most of their money comes from the federal government. In order for them to have a budget, they have to get a lot of money from the federal government. And most of these white and most of these black don't even vote. Most of these white folks that vote, they vote Republican, don't have no teeth, and they're poor, and they keep voting for the same people that don't have their interests at heart. Mississippi is one of the poorest cities in the one of the poorest states in the United States. So seeing Deion Sanders, I would leave too. You know what I'm saying? I did my 3 years. I did it. I'm going higher up. And then somebody else take the baton and build up that program. And then also a lot of the HBCUs need to pull their resources together and get TV deals and all of that. It should not and build on what Deion Sanders have built. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna call the man a coon because he's not. He's a businessman, and he's gonna look up and people are saying, well, he made the young men feel bad. No, most of those young men is gonna follow him to Colorado. They're gonna go have higher heights, and they're gonna follow him. He have already said he's bringing students from Jackson State University to Colorado, so they're gonna follow him over there. So again, I don't think people should come at in that way. And then Mississippi is very racist. Do you understand that Mississippi? I don't want to talk about this state, but this state, Mississippi, have a law. Do you know it have not been an African American hold a statewide office? It's been a long time in over a century. Do you know in Mississippi they have the Constitution? They had a Constitution convention, and they put in their Constitution to forbid. It's so racist there to stop black people from running for office because black folks was like renting offices and winning stuff in Mississippi. Mississippi got so mad at black folks getting into power, and this was after slavery, that they literally changed their constitution to stop African Americans to get into power politically. So Mississippi have a history of racism. Like Mississippi is racist. Mississippi is racist, and it is what it is. They're very racist. It's a very racist state. It is what it is. They still got roots of racism. There's just they're racist and it's poor and stuff like that. And so seeing Deion Sanders, leave I'm talking about having a governor. I'm talking about having when the last time they had a black governor in Mississippi? I wait. I'm talking about statewide. I'm not talking about mayor. I'm talking about governor. Governor. When the last time you had a black governor in Mississippi? Okay. So I'm really and then here we go with these Mississippi apologies. It's racist everywhere, but Mississippi is racist, okay? And you probably don't even live in Mississippi. Mm-hmm. So seeing Deion Sanders move from that is a way. And so again, I'm not mad at him at all. I'm not. I'm actually going to be watching Colorado because I'm going to follow Deion Sanders because he's the prime time. He did something for him. And I'm not even a football fan, you guys, but that man said something that encouraged my soul. He said, I don't wear cologne anymore. I wear confidence. Like the way he talked, baby, I'm about to hut 22. I'm about to get into football. The way that man talk, that way that man motivate, you about to make me get my crippled ass on the football field, and I'm about to start playing football. The way that man talk and the way that man talk to his team, I'm about to go out there, hut 24, hut 24, because like it's just he's an encourager. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to wind up going over there, get back to college, and play me some football. So he's super confident. That confidence laid on me. I was watching his interviews, and it encouraged me. So I might go on to Colorado and play some football. Let me see if I can go. Is I'm old enough to go to college? Is I'm too old to go to college to Colorado? Do we got anybody in here? Is I'm too old to go to Colorado? Do we got anybody here that can send an application to Colorado University? I'm not going to Jackson, so don't even send me Jackson. I don't want nobody calling me from Jackson State University. I'm not going. If they gave me a full rad scholarship, I wouldn't go. I'm not going to Jackson with no dirty water. Absolutely not. Can't take no shower and wash my ass. I ain't going there. Uh, okay. Can I go to Colorado? Never too old. Okay. I can live on campus. Now, as long as you can pay the tuition. Okay. What position are you going to play? I want to play quarterback. Quarterback. I already got the stand. I want to play quarterback. Okay. You are never too old, Wiley. Folks in their 70s old ago. Wiley, you didn't even look crippled. As you said, when you shower, you direction the quiet. Yes. Yeah, I'm joking. Wiley, this say Shan. Do you have I have a high school diploma? Yes, I have a high school diploma. I actually have college credits. Anyway, so it wanted to it just encouraged me. Now these people say, do you have college credits? Lord have mercy. These people. Did you graduate from high school? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna send do y'all want me to open the phone lines, Wally? You can't even run straight. Well, what I'm saying is to the people in the back, the man is a motivational speaker. So I believe that HBCUs need to do a better job in how they handle their students, how they handle their programs, and they need to do a better job. And so, if you want to play with the big boys, you got it. You got to call the people that graduated and that get these good careers. Say, hey, when y'all gonna write some checks and stuff like that. So, not a linebacker. Yes, open the phone lines. Let me open up the phone lines. Oh man, yes, open up the phone lines. Somebody said, y'all being funny. They said Wiley gonna be a linebacker. He could be the water boy. You see that? You see how people would stop your dreams? I said I want to go on over there and play football. And these people said he gonna wind up being water boy. You see that? They couldn't even say quarterback, wide receiver. Why I can't be a wide receiver? Encourage your brother. You could be the water boy. If you could pay the tuition, like y'all could have said, you know what, Wiley, don't worry, I'm gonna write you a check. And I'm gonna send you to Colorado to go to college. These people, they you can't even run straight. I see that at the administration, if you said you have a diploma or GD, they'll look at you and say, oh, you only need one, and you never speak to them again. um, Vince, baby. Okay, you could go to the kicker. While we are poor, y'all ain't poor. You rich. Come on, somebody. Don't say that. Don't say you poor. Say you rich. All right. Don't even speak that. I always say, I already say, I say, I got it. I say we got millions of people, we got millionaires that watch this show. You gotta retool your mind. All right, give me a second. I'll open up the phone lines. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I wanna okay. Man, it would be funny me playing football. Oh man, they will man, YouTube will go into a frenzy. Can you see me give somebody a tackle? And this is the thing, I used to play football in high school. Y'all didn't know that. In freshman year, I joined Chicago Military Academy Brownsville football team, and Coach Brown was his name. I was a terrible football player, but I just wanted to play sports. And
Your show now. Press.
Your show is scheduled to start in 37 seconds.
My high school, my high school they had a football program. I eventually wanted to do wrestling, but they didn't have a wrestling program. So I did football. Okay, we're gonna do Roland Martin. Give me a second. I just said over the phone. We'll do Roland Martin. Okay. So I did football because it's something I want to say about Roland
Your
Martin.
show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Y'all heard that?
Blog Talk Radio.
So Roland Martin, I put Roland Martin in the title. There's no offense towards Roland Martin. I'm a huge Roland Martin fan. So I was listening to the pregame because the Black Star Network, and y'all can send this to Roland. I couldn't hardly hear the guests. I was listening to the pregame. Remind you, he got the pregame, and he have guests on there, and I couldn't hardly hear the person. And I was like, Roland need to do a better job where having his staff be like, okay, we need to turn up the volume because I couldn't hardly hear the guests. And you know what I'm saying? Like this is the pregame. Like y'all got a GMC or something like that. Is like sponsoring this. Like y'all couldn't have the volume right because I wanted to be able to hear dialogue. That's one thing that I like where reality shows and people get mad and people get mad at me with this. They get really mad at me. They be like, but I got to be able to hear. You know, it's a lot of reality shows that send requests to me and say they send requests to me and they want me to cover their shows. Give me a second. They want Roland Martin picture up. Give me a second. And I say no. And you know why I say no? Is because the audio's up. Because if I can't hear what y'all talking about, how can I watch this show? How can I enjoy it? That's just like me watching The Real Housewives and you can't even hear Candy. That's just like me watching any type of show, but you can't hear none of the cast members. Like we have to be able to hear uh what's going on. So give me a second. I'll put this picture up here. I give me a second. I'll put this picture up on here. All right. Hold on. And so when I was watching the conference, the pre-show, you couldn't even hardly understand what they were saying. I'm like, where is the audio? And and sometimes, Roland Martin will do a video in his car and the quality be bad and stuff like that. I'm like, they gotta get that together. And so, I wanted to be able to hear because to hear what they're saying because they had guests on there, and you'll lose a lot of people that can't hear you. Okay. So Kenny ain't going to be doing anything but crying anyway. You got it, man. Don't be calling. Don't be calling my radio. It's so that's what I was saying. So when I heard that when I was there, and I said, "Oh, that's why I had the Roland Martin." But that's not the only thing I had about Roland Martin. Do y'all know who Dr. Bruce Watkins, Dr. Watkins, Bruce Watkins? I hope I'm saying his name right. Him and Roland Martin got a beef. Like Dr. Bruce Watkins, I don't know if I can find a tweet, but he pretty much said Roland Martin ain't good for black people. Roland Martin is a Democratic plant, and then Roland Martin called them out saying you a flop a flop professor that never got tenure and all of that. They was going back and forth, and I'm like, here are these two African Americans that are going back and forth and all of that. And this is what I don't understand. Why do people come at Roland Martin? Yeah, Mr. Watkins. I'm like, you talk about Roland Martin, but you never travel the country and do shows. Like, I don't understand. Like, they come at Roland Martin saying he's a plant, he's a this, he's a that. But the man is traveling around the country, interviewing people, talking to politicians, having Democrats on. When Republicans do come on the show, they come on the show. He have not only he has Shanquilla Robinson mother on the show, he had Tamika Mallory on the show. He have all type of people actually on the show, and he have panels. He have other shows on the Black Star Network, and then people come at him. Vicky person, she be coming at Roland Martin, and I'm like, y'all do all this talking, but where y'all at? He's in Georgia. He's talking to voters. He's doing town hall meetings. And where you doing, Mr. Watkins? And I want to be clear with you. And they say he's a con artist because somebody did one of his programs, and they said it was a con. It was like some with the stocks. It was did one of his programs, and they said the man is a con artist. And this is somebody that actually followed my show. So I'm like, why y'all coming at Roland Martin like that? And he's actually doing the work. Like I'm just not understanding that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not understanding that when it comes to Mr. Watkins and all of that. And I'm just really not understanding like where you at doing shows and stuff like that. And then this is what gets me when black folks say this. This one gets me when black people say this. What have voting done for you? Voting have done a lot. Okay, voting have done nothing for black people. That's a lie because people voted. When you go back to Civil Rights Act, Fair Housing Act, for gay people, they have protect gay rights. African Americans, you entrepreneurship to get deals, to get contracts in Atlanta. That's why you have so many black businesses and black thriving businesses. They elect the first black mayor, of Atlanta made a deal to the airport. They tried to expand the airport, but he wanted African American. He wanted some African American companies to to be a part of that project, but they didn't have the capital. So the banks have to give them capital, give them like a loan and stuff like that, so they can be able to compete, you be able to get those contracts. So a lot of those businesses, a lot of those banks did not want to do that. So with the mayor during that time of Atlanta back in the 70s said, listen, if you don't give them that loan, we're going to take all our money out of these banks and we're going to put it in another bank. So then the bank started giving these black businesses money and stuff like that. All of that. They started giving them money and all of that. And now a lot of black businesses are like doing very well because of that decision that the mayor made in Atlanta. You remember that? So voting does work. And so when people say this, when Mr. Watkins and Tariq Nasheed, they're so stupid because voting matters. You know what I'm saying? If voting didn't matter, just use this as an example, it wouldn't be no voter ID. It wouldn't be no you can't vote on Sundays. It won't be we're going to cancel we're not going to have early voting. We're going to cancel. We're not going to do same day voting and voting registration. So it does matter. Voting is not the only thing though. And Roland never said voting is the only thing. Voting is a part of the process, but it's part of the process. And when you vote and when you elect people in, you can get things done for you if you know how to operate the system. It's a part of the process. It's not the only part. Want to understand this? It's not the only part of the process. It's not the only. No one. I've heard, that's not the only part. That's part of the process. So when people say your vote doesn't matter, that's a lie. And that's a lie. And then you have educated black people that talk real good and lie to the people and say it does matter. Because if it didn't matter, you won't have Republicans out here trying hard for you not to vote. You won't have people getting locked. It's a lady right now locked up right now because she voted when she was on somebody she had got locked up. You got in Florida, you got governor y'all know the man name. The governor of Florida actually got an election integrity unit and locking people up. So if it didn't matter, why is they working so hard locking people up that vote? You know, making laws to make hard for people to vote. You know what I'm saying? So if it didn't matter, they wouldn't try so hard to stop you from voting. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, Ron DeSanchez, thank you so very much. So voting, it matters, you guys. And so in Georgia, make sure y'all go vote on Tuesday. And we're going to talk about that on Tuesday about the election between Warnock and Reverend Warnock and Herschel Walker. We're definitely going to talk about that. Okay, so we got the phone lines open up. We got the StreamYard open up. Is what I'm saying. And I'm a huge Roland Martin fan. I just wanted to talk about just the quality of it. And then one thing that Roland Martin, I love the man. He's a great guy. Okay. That's all I had to say. I just want to be able to hear. Okay. The Sanchez. Okay. All right. The Sanchez is horrible and believe he will run for president. Very likely will win too. I don't know. I don't know. He probably won't win the presidency. Because if Trump going to win, Trump pretty much have the base. And in order for you to win the president, you must win the primaries. Okay, we got the phone lines open up, you guys. So this is time for y'all to call in. I brought the phone lines back. He have to win the primaries, and all of that. I don't necessarily see him winning the primaries. If Trump is on it, I don't think they're gonna vote for Ron. They're gonna give Donald the vote. I'm just being real with y'all. And there's some hard Donald Trump supporters. So I think Ron should run in 2028, but I don't think he's gonna win this cycle. Absolutely not. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show. Can you hear me? You got me on mute. You got me on mute. You got me on mute. Hello. Okay, you got me on mute. Call into the number. All right, I'm gonna kick you off. All right, let's call. Let's get the number. Uh, Anonymous, can you hear me? Oh, you hung up? Can somebody call in? Do the phone lines work? Y'all want the phone lines open up? I want to hear y'all thoughts. He might be VP for Pence. You got it. um. Oh, okay. I get. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Anonymous, you live on air.
Okay. Wiley, that was your fault because I did not have you on mute.
Okay. No. You had hit me on StreamYard. Oh, you had called in.
No, I called in.
No, I'm talking about somebody on StreamYard. He had me on mute, not on the phone lines. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I was talking about StreamYard. I wasn't talking about Blog Talk Radio. You on Blog Talk. Hello,
Oh,
welcome
okay.
to the Wild Show.
I think that they're definitely not voting for DeSantis. I think whoever's running against Trump is definitely had it worked out for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to be bold enough to run against Trump. So
because this is the thing, if you run against Trump as a Republican, there's no need because Donald Trump still have a big chunk of the base of the Republican Party. Understand what I'm saying? So if I was I would just get behind Trump, even though I think Trump won't win a general election because number one, he ain't got. I don't think he's gonna win a general election, but I think him winning the Republican nomination, I think that he's going to win that if he actually win, unless it's just this other candidate that's going to shock me and just wow me because that remains to be seen. But Trump is a name caller, so unless somebody just willing to go tit for tat with him and really gonna get under his skin and really drag him and embarrass him, that I don't know if Ron is gonna be that type of person. Mike Pence, weak. Mike Pence is one of the weak candidates. I don't know what that man believed, but when he was in Indiana, he did terrible stuff, especially for gay people. So he's a terrible candidate. He don't have no charisma. Mike Pence is one of the driest candidates I ever seen in my life. But Donald Trump still have that charisma. Like he still had on a national level, he still have that charisma on a national level.
And that's why I say when you just said that you don't think he's going to win the general election, don't say that because we didn't think he would win the first two in 2016. Donald Trump.
What I'm saying, I don't think is what I'm saying. He may surprise us, like we said that before. But I think that because of this is different than Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, because again, Donald Trump wasn't a politician then, right? He didn't have history. So now, because Democrats got smart this time, what they doing now? Are we gonna cancel student loan debt? Why do you think they're gonna cancel student loan debt for $20,000? Why do you think they're doing that? Because they could have did anything else. Why do you think they're doing that? Because a lot of young people are voting at a high rate for Democrats. So what Democrats are doing, they're rewarding that base and cancel student loan debt.
Wiley.
And then another thing that Biden might announce that's going to change the game. If this man announced this, that's another leg up against Trump. Let's legalize marijuana on a federal level. Let's decriminalize. Let's legalize it.
Well, he's not going to do that.
No, I'm just saying we don't know because I didn't think he was going to do the council student on that. And why do you think Republicans are trying to stop it?
Well, he's not doing it. It's stuck in limbo.
No. What I'm saying, no. He did. No, he did do it. The Republicans went to court to go to the judge to stop it. So now it's going all the way. Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. Let me. No. Let me. No.
I have to say this.
No. Let me finish this. The Republicans Eternal generals, they said, listen, let's stop this. They went to court to stop it. Republicans went to court to stop
Wiley.
it. And now it's going all the way to the Supreme Court. But what I'm saying is to the Republicans, if you're trying to win young people, why would you stop canceling student loan debt? Because you know it's some Republicans that are young that got student loan debt. But because African Americans are going to really benefit from student loan debt. But go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Wiley. So let me just say this, Wiley. First of all, let's be real. The only reason why Biden did that was for the midterm, so young people can vote Democrat during the midterm. Biden knew that bill is not going to pass. He knows that. If he was so sure of that bill, why did he make that bill an executive order?
He did.
He did that just so.
No, that's an executive order. You do know that.
If it's an executive order, can it be stopped by Republicans? Can it be
yes,
stopped?
the courts.
So.
No. The courts can stop it. If a president signed an executive order, they can challenge it in the courts.
I don't know about that.
No, it's happening. No, again, it's happening now. I'm telling you, it's happening now. They're challenging in the courts. So if a president do an executive order, you do know that executive order can be challenged in the judicial branch. They can challenge it in the court. So that's what they did. So now they have to pause it. They're pausing it. They said, listen, we can't. If you see the letter, I don't know if you have any student loan debt. They actually sent the letter out. They said, listen, you qualify.
I got to prove for it.
You got to prove for it. And what they say at the bottom, because they stopped it in the courts, we have to wait until the courts make a decision in order for it to be wiped out. Do you understand that? Did you see that?
Okay, I understand that now.
It's in the letter because I read it.
Proud of me, I was actually born in '94.
No, what I'm saying is because I'm just saying it's actually in the letter that was sent out to us, and I was like, wow. So that's what I'm saying, man. And because I talked to a lot of people, they said, Wiley, I love the fact I talked even to my mother because she has student loan debt. She got approved. She said this will help me out a lot to get that, to free up a lot to do, like getting the $20,000 off your debt. That helps a lot of people. And some people, all they got is 30, 40 some thousand. So that just wiped out half of your debt.
So I only got 15 left. So that $10,000 will help out. I only got 15 left. So
that wipes out your, you know what I'm saying? That free you up to become a homeowner. That free you up to invest in your business. That free you up to get a new car. That free you up to be a productive citizen, not be bound to the debt.
But my thing is, I still feel like he knew that Republicans were going to hold it up. He just did that just because. That's how I feel. I don't care. I'm kind of sick of Biden. I really want Harris to run for president. If Harris runs, I'm voting for her. If Biden runs in 2024, I don't know if I'm going to be voting for Biden. I'm definitely not voting Republican. But if Biden runs in 2024, I will not be voting for him. I would rather vote for Kamala Harris.
But Kamala won't get in if you don't vote. If let's just say for this point of argument, if Joe Biden, which he's going to run again, if you don't, let's say if you don't vote for Biden and you trying to say, well, I support Kamala Harris, and Kamala Harris is one of the advocates to get student loan debt cancellation. She was one of the advocates to really pressure Biden to do this. But let's just say you don't do it and Biden lose and Trump win. That hurts Kamala Harris' chances to become president. But if Biden wins, that increases Kamala Harris' chances to become the first African American woman president, or the first, people say she ain't African American, the first woman president. So that helps her chances more if Biden wins a second term versus Biden being a first term. If he were to lose, it builds momentum, and you know what I'm saying. So
it's not.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so why can't Biden just step aside and let? Why can't he just step aside?
Well, that's the question you ask Biden. You know, most older people that's in power, you know, they don't want to step aside. That's one thing I like about Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She said, "Listen, I'm not going to run again." She said, "Listen, I'm going to let Hakeem Jeffries, he's in charge of the Democrats, you know, now for the next Congress."
Yeah,
and
he's fine.
He you know what I'm saying? She stepped down. So do I think Biden should make an announcement and say, hey, I will not run the next election, but I do want Kamala Harris, we're going to put support behind her. I think that would be really great, but I highly doubt it because a lot of older people, you even get Trump. He's in his, late 70s? He's running again. You know what I'm saying? And Biden, I think, is not the oldest sitting president that we ever had in the history of the United States. In modern history, by the way.
I just feel like, well, Nancy Pelosi only stepped aside because her husband got the Mario coins knocked out of him. That's the only reason why she stepped aside, because she would have still been in office. Those old white people love power. I'm telling you, they love power.
And it ain't just the old white folks. It's a lot of old black people. Oh, you Google Congressman Bobby Rush. He's up in his 80s. You got another congressman. They up and old and stuff like that. And so I agree with you on that. But you're right about that. For that, and we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. But again, I think will really help if this get approved. I think your thought process of Biden is gonna be different because when you wake up, let's just say, for instance, the courts come out and say the president have the authority, which I do believe he have the authority to counsel because it's I think your thought process is gonna be different about Biden. Because if you had two choices from a man that got your debt, let's just say if the debt get forgiven, let's just say that, hypothetically speaking, I think when you go in that voting booth, you like, damn, he did counsel my debt, so I'm gonna take my chance with Biden versus having my chance with Trump, because you do know Trump could have counseled student loan debt when he was in office. He could have did the same thing. So I'm just saying. But thank you so very much. I haven't heard your voice in a while. Trump. I know you didn't vote for Trump.
Well,
what I'm saying,
I called the other day.
But when you have
what his name?
Yeah, go ahead.
About what's Coach Sanders? Okay. First of all, I think that it's okay for him to leave. I think that he's done great things for JSU. I think that he definitely used JSU. He definitely used the culture, and that's okay because JSU benefited from it. But it's okay to say that he used JSU and HBCU culture. It's okay to say that he basically used them to get in a higher position. I really wish he would have came in saying that, he just wanted a head coaching job instead of doing this whole, we are the world, Black Lives Matter thing with JSU, because at the end of the day, I knew that is not what he was on. That man wants to be in the SEC. He wants to be a big-time college coach. He wants to coach USC. That man is looking out for his pockets and his pockets only. The rich gets richer. And he himself has said that his move was not about money. So I don't know why you and your mentor, Roland Martin, love blaming the Alumni Association, but he said himself it is not about money. So basically, I'm not seeing why y'all mad at the Alumni Association.
No, I'm in order. What I'm speaking on, I think I can't speak for Roland, but if they give more, you can attract more people of the same stature of a Deion Sanders with talent to come to HBCU programs, like to coach it, right? If they give more, is what I'm saying. Unfortunately, a lot of people do not. When they graduate, they do not send those checks like that to HBCUs. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You could talk to a lot of HBCU presidents. It's really, really low. A lot of them don't give back. They come to homecoming, but they don't give back to the institution. And so what I was saying, if they would give more, then they can be able to get more talented coaches with a statue like a Deion Sanders to attract that talent, that media attention, and all of that. But I think for Deion, unfortunately, like he said, this is a business. And I think people fail to realize that once you're a coach and you're in the business of coaching, it's a business. You always want to elevate yourself and go to the next big thing. And it's nothing wrong to see that, because white people do it all the time. They start here, they start in high school, they get into college, or, they go up and up and up. So when African Americans do it, it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with African Americans saying, "Hey, I want to get a better opportunity." There's nothing wrong with that, in my humble opinion.
Well, you have to think about this though. A lot of Black alumni leave their school, they aren't like going into top job markets. Like a lot of people don't look at HBCUs in their degrees as very valuable. Say like a PWI. So you got to think about like it may take HBCU graduate, 10 years, to get to where a PWI graduate got in like 4 years. So that's probably why
I highly doubt. It's a lot of people and alumni that's making great money. It's like collectively, if all, like, say for instance, they have over 100 people in the database that graduate from Jackson State University. If they all just give $10 per month, right then and there, that's money right there. You understand right there? I'm not talking about writing millions and millions and millions of dollars. If they just give $10 a month, that's $1 million a month just off of that alone. To give 20, that's double that. So when I'm saying is give something back to your alma mater, as they say, to your college, to your school, especially if you come to homecoming and say, you know what, I'm gonna give 10. Everybody give $10 a month. Then let's increase it next quarter, $20 a month. Let's increase it next quarter, $30 a month. And that can give more funding to the program so they can do more and attract more talent, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that all of them had to give, everybody give 20 million because you might not have it, but you can give $10 a month collectively, $20 a month, then go to $30. And
you don't think they're giving nothing?
You know, a lot of these schools are not getting the money like that. It's really low. Like, man, they ain't giving a lot of these presidents said, man, they ain't giving like that. They said they come to homecoming, but they don't give financially like that. Yeah, come on, but they don't give. Mm-hmm.
I can't. I really don't know. What happened to the money Trump supposed to give all the HBCUs?
He never. That was a lie. Trump didn't give all that money to HBCUs, and black folks just ran and lied. He lied to them. He didn't give money to HBCU. That was a lie. That a lot of black enterprise and stuff, they did the rewrite, and Roland Martin, that didn't happen. Then Roland, what I like, he actually had black, HBCU presidents. They said, no, we didn't get no money like that. No, that's a lie. So, but that's why I always try to get knowledge, understand, and stuff like that. But thank you, brother, for calling in. And call back again. And when I get Hakeem Jeffries, I tell him, he's attractive, I guess.
I will definitely be here. Hi, Deborah Mitchell.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, man. Okay, we got somebody backstage and we got a caller. So y'all bear with me. I'm gonna go backstage and then I'm gonna come back to the phone line. So bear with me. Do not hang up because we have somebody backstage that want to call in and give their thoughts on the subject. Jims, can you hear me? Are you live?
Hey, Wiley.
Hi.
Yeah, I just want to share some thoughts. I know we've been talking a lot about politics. I'm not really into politics like that. Unless they're talking about lowering my taxes or explaining why eggs is $6 right now, I really don't care.
Oh, don't you have like student loan debt? Or do you have student loan debt or no?
No, I paid off my student loan debt. I was one of the lucky ones.
You paid off your student loan debt. So you say unless they're talking about paying less taxes, okay?
Yeah, like, I just feel like America hates middle class. So like we got to pay like 10 to 12% of our like salaries,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they prefer either you're rich or you're dirt poor. So, or if they're talking about like rental control in some of these states, then I'm all on board for like voting for like that type of stuff. But getting into like who's going to be president, I know I should care, but it's just exhausting, honestly. And I do think Trump's going to win again. But
for me, when I talk to people that talk about rent control and have these great ideas, I said we have to search people out for those ideas. And then sometimes, since you sound very intelligent, maybe you be that person, right?
Well, the thing is, I'm looking into it, and I know some of the bills don't even get across the desk. You know what I mean? Like, I was looking into specifically because I'm in Arizona, and they've been trying for 5 years to have rental control. When I lived up in Seattle, that bill only took like 3 years to get passed. So, you only have to pay $100 a year, right? That's the most you can increase rental charges per year. Here in Arizona, there's no cap. So like there's a lot of senior citizens that are on Social Security that rent went up double, like $500 to like, $1,000, and they're losing their homes and stuff like that because they're not increasing the pay here, minimum wage, but they increased the rent across Arizona like by 60% just in the last year. So it's just outrageous here. There's just no, and I thought that there was rental control in California, but apparently there's not. So
but I look at this and I always tell people, and even to myself, like we have to be that solution. In order to demand those bills to be passed, we have to put boots on the ground and say, listen, sis, we're going to state capitol. We're going to be knocking on some doors. We're going to be making some phone calls. We're going to actually walk these districts, and we're going to get a list. We're going to get a list of the people that's literally saying no, and we're going to apply pressure to those people. And then in the next election, if they don't comply with us, then in the next election, I'm going to work my ass off to make sure they don't get back in office.
yeah,
so that's that. In order for us to, because we have to get involved into politics, because you're talking about a situation that affects you, rent control,
right,
politics. So we must get involved in that, because if we continue to say, that ain't for me, child, it ain't gonna never change. Because while you having that thought process, the next person said, okay, baby, I'm gonna make sure we support to keep rent high. I'm gonna talk to my senator, I'm gonna talk to my state rep. And they're actually energized. So we must be energized, because if we're not energized, involved, then rent going to continue to be high. I remember somebody ran for mayor in New York, and the man, one of his slogans was, "The rent is too damn high," and he went, but it went viral, and he kept saying, "The rent is too damn high,"
Yeah.
And I remember he had, and this was like years ago. And rent is too damn high. But we must get involved and apply pressure to our elected officials to say, hey, you all need to put a bill to have rent control, because this is too high. I remember it's a guy in New York that the landlord is trying to push him out, because he's been grandfathered in to paying like $300, $400 a month. But they're trying to get him out of that apartment so they can actually make it $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
So it's really sad. It's really sad. But we must, as young people, we have to live here, and we're gonna be here for a while. We have to get involved and put boots on the ground and make sure they do it, especially for Arizona and for everywhere. Because a lot of places in Texas, the rent is getting high. It should be rent control. It shouldn't be that you can increase the rent 1 month is this, then 30-40% next time you renew your lease. This is like, it shouldn't be. It should be a cap. How much you increase your rent. So I agree.
I 100% agree with you as well. And I do think it is dependent upon the community and like the state you live in, right? So like Washington and Oregon, they're super vocal about whatever bills being passed, whatever laws they went in place. Like you couldn't walk down on a regular day without a bunch of people protesting. I've been a part of different protests, and that's how we were able to get a lot of stuff done there. But then in places like Arizona, where we're a red state, people don't really care as much. It's kind of every man for himself, right? So it really does depend upon where you live and like the mindset of the people around you.
And then we have to support local organizations to change that mindset. Because I remember in Georgia, the people, they kept saying Georgia is red. Oh, we can't win. So one day, Stacey Abrams and Black Voters Matter and all these organizations, they said the New Georgia Project. They said, no. We need to talk to these voters. So what happened? You saying Georgia turned into Biden won Georgia. You saying that Reverend Warnock won Georgia. You saying also he won his race. So what I'm saying is we've been so conditioned to say, oh, it's a red state. But how many organizations are we supporting to talk to voters? Because it may not be that red as we think it is.
You're right. And Arizona's supposed to be blue now because a lot of the people from California have migrated over here, and
so we talk to those voters. The same thing with Texas. They keep saying Texas can actually turn to blue, but if you talk to the people that ain't energized, that ain't voting, that's qualified to vote, you need to talk to them, and you need to register people on there. And this could be a blue state, because Texas used to be blue. It didn't always be red. So what I'm saying is we must be energized and get involved. And that's why I'm getting involved. That's why I'm working with J-Mal Green campaign. He's running for mayor in Chicago, because I do want to run for public office, but I must first get the experience to see how, you know what I'm saying, to see how things operate and all of that. And so that's my best advice, because I used to be like this. Oh man, I ain't into politics. But when Trump got elected, or when he was running for president, even when President Obama, he said something. He said I think one of his last speeches as president, he said, don't complain if you don't like what the politicians are doing. Get a clipboard, knock on doors, and you run for office. And that stuck with me. And I said, wow, okay, Wiley. Let me not be complaining somebody they ain't doing this and this. If they don't know it, let me apply some pressure under their ass and let me run for governor and let me run for city. You know what I'm saying?
But you better be careful, Wiley, because people they're not even nice to Jehovah's Witnesses. I be mad at the Mormons because they knock on my door at like 9 o'clock.
I get it. Like, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. You're talking about running for public office. You're talking about knocking on doors. But if you want to represent the people, you can't be afraid to talk to the people. And see, I talk to a lot of people on my show, and everybody, they don't like Wiley. Man, I can't stand you. But I still wake up every day, wash my face, brush my teeth, and I come and do the show again. And so when I have boots on the ground, it's going to be a whole nother experience. Because again, number one, people don't want you bothering them. But but if you keep doing it and they keep seeing it, somebody going to receive what you're doing and no telling what doors are going to open up for you and for your community. So again, if you have that thought process, you would never change it because everybody ain't gonna believe you. But there's some people that will rock with you, and you be like, "Damn, we talking to Senator Jims." You know what I'm saying? And now you on the committee talking about rent control. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, that can happen.
I agree with you, and I'm not gonna, and I guess like I understand that it can be ignorant to be like, oh, I don't care and stuff. It's just so much other shit going on right now that I'm just kind of like, like I said, I went to the store, bought some eggs the other day. It was $6. I got a problem with that. Who can I speak to about this, Wiley? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and this is the thing, and this is what you call corporate greed. That's the thing. And so a lot of our politicians need to be like, listen, we gonna need to make a bill. Y'all just can't be jacking up the products like this. Because a lot of this stuff comes from, and what they play on, we just came out of a pandemic. A lot of it is corporate greed. And it have been corporate greed for a long time. And so remember when it's a hurricane and they have to stop people from jacking the prices up, hiking the prices up and stuff like that's and it needs to be a law that that they cannot increase the prices like that. They cannot. It had to be a cap on eggs.
It is someplace.
All that, and it needs to be on a national level because these companies, if you do not regulate them, they don't give a damn. They are jacking up to $20 a carton.
No, for real. Like go to Walmart.com right now and type in Lysol, and you'll see Walmart will sell Lysol for like $3-4. But then they'll have like private companies that will be like, you got to pay $36 for 4 cans. So it is a lot of that going on where people are jacking things up. And I think California and the state of Washington during the when the pandemic first hit in 2020, they did pass that law. I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically illegal for you to, triple and quadruple prices due to like, the crisis and stuff. So some places do care, some places don't care. But I really wanted to get into our earlier conversation about, you already know, when we were talking about bisexual men, though, is what I really want.
Bisexual men. I know because you had I think you said it's not your preference.
Yeah.
A bisexual man, but go ahead, sister.
I'm gonna tell you why. So a few years ago, I had dated a guy, and I thought that he was a little flamboyant. But one day I had came home from work, and he had on my clothes. Like he had on my. I'm so serious.
Wait a minute.
He had on my clothes. He had on my. Not lying to you. Right hand, he had on my underwear, he had on my pants, he had on my shirt, he had my bonnet on, and he would like, when we would go out, he would put on my deodorant and my perfume, and I just thought that shit was weird. And then it would be different, like from my experience was like he was really mean. So I feel like he didn't like women, but because of his religion or like the judgment of his family that he dated women, but he just like abused them. So for me, I have a bad taste in my mouth about guys, and I don't know, it's just something about like guys that like other guys that also like women that just where it's too much competition.
With him when he was wearing the clothes, did you ask him why?
I didn't know what to say.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I was in shock. I was just kind of like, is this real? And then I did ask him one time, like, why you wearing my deodorant? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you, like, do you just like the way it smell? Like that's
and
weird.
for me, wait a minute. Okay, I wanted to show y'all the deodorant I wear. I like women deodorant.
Oh my God.
I just like the smell because it's for me to smell. You know what I'm saying? It's for me, but with wearing your clothes, no, I don't. Unless like, because I did a character, Marquita the Cross I did to entertain, but in nowhere in my personal life, I'm about to put on my wig, I'm about to put on this bonnet, I'm about to put on. No, I wear male clothes, but I will wear some women deodorant because it smell better. Sometimes I don't agree, it just smell good. But wearing the bonnet and the pantyhose, that's a little bit.
Not the pantyhose, my panties, my actual drawers. You know what I'm
Your
saying?
panties.
So, but he claimed that he was straight, but he also had these tattoos that like on one side of his hip it said love, and then the other side it said hate, and it was real colorful. And I was like, that's weird. And then I would notice that on social media, like gay guys all the time would hit on him all the time, and he would like post his DMs with these guys, and he'd be having these long ass conversations with them about how it's okay to be gay, and he's not gonna like bash them and stuff. And I would just be like, dude, you could just told him that you're straight and you're not interested, and kept, why do you got to post this every time? Like, and to me, I felt like he just wanted to be, and like I said, he was very mean. He was a womanizer. Like the stuff he would say and do is just like horrible. I'm like, you secretly hate women. So I know all bisexual men aren't that way. And I'm not judging anybody that doesn't mind dating a bisexual man, because we don't want double standards.
Most of he have his anger issues, no telling. He need a lot of therapy, a lot of things.
Hell yeah.
Why do you hate women? Do you love your mother? Or did your mother abuse you? Did your sister? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that he had to go. But all people ain't like that. But I will tell you this, okay? I hated women at one point. Let me tell you why. Me and my mother was beefing, and she was addicted to alcohol, and I saw this and I observed this at a long time, and I thought all women was just drunks. I just thought all women was my mother. So at one point I hated women, because I hated at that time I hated my mother.
Oh wow.
And then it took me to mature, to live. You got to live more. And I observed and I said, let me stop judging my mother because the cards that she was dealt with, dealing with these no good trifling men. If I was in her shoes, I probably would have picked a bottle as well. So I'm not going to be so judgmental and be like, okay, mom, you did this, but I'm not going to judge you anymore. I forgive you. And once I forgave my mother for the things that she did, I started to like women more. I started to receive relationships with women. But at one point, I hated women because I hated my mother, and it was very bad. I wouldn't call my mother. I wouldn't text my mother. We would cuss each other out. It was very, very toxic. And so I took it out on women. Like, I just hate women, and then once we were able to resolve our issues and talk more, I caught myself being more nice to women and communicating, and not just shutting them off and all of that. But yeah, but some men, always look at how they treat their mother, because your mother is in most cases is your first relationship to women is your mother. If your mother is there. So if you hate your mother, you don't like your mother, you don't stand a chance as
Wiley, I don't think that he hated his mother. He said something one day like he has more respect for men than he does women, which was like, I was young then, and for the people in the chat to keep asking like, oh, how long did you date? I didn't even date that guy 6 months, so it was very short. Obviously, I'm not going to date somebody who's.
That's good. It's good that you quit it all, because obviously he have his own inner issues.
Yeah.
And us as men and us as people, period, we need also some therapy, get some help. Like, we need to really normalize talking to a counselor.
Oh yeah.
Working out our before we get, like, say, okay, before I get in a relationship, I got anger issues. So before you get into a relationship, resolve that. Because just like Lawrence Fishburne, I don't know if you know the actor, he used to be abusive to women, and it shocked. I'm like, whoa. So obviously, what love got to do with it, that was his life. And he said, he got into therapy and he worked on that. So again, we have to normalize that. I'm glad that you was able to see the warning signs and you got out of it. Because some women see all that wearing a dress. Oh, I can change him, honey. I can change because they so good. No. They need a man. They need a man. They need a man. So he could be a cross-dresser wearing pantyhose, wearing your tampons or whatever.
Oh, not my tampons.
They just want a man. But I'm glad you said this ain't for me, because you got some people that see the warning signs. You see him wearing your dresses. You see him wearing your high heels, but you're ignoring it because you don't want to be alone. But I'm glad you saw that and you said this ain't for me.
No, it wasn't like that at all, Wiley. It was like he was a party promoter, and I just wanted to, get out and have fun and stuff. But I only brought him up just to say, like, that was the first time anything like that had ever happened to me, where I questioned somebody I was dating sexuality. And that's where I come to the conclusion that bisexual men are not for me. I just did not like that at all.
You had a bad experience. You had a bad
experience. It was weird.
And then if a bisexual man ever come to you, they will have to work harder because you already have your guards up because you had a bad experience.
Well, I just feel like, I don't know. If you like men, I think you should be with men. But like I said, I don't want to do the double standards because there's women that like women and guys aren't like, well, I'm not going to date her because she likes women. It's just, I'm straight. I prefer straight. And that's just what it is. And that's
okay. And that's a good thing to have. I'm glad that you saw that, and wow, wearing your dresses, wearing your panties.
No,
wow.
Well, let me ask you this, Wiley, because I asked you this in the chat, but I don't think you saw it. So, like, you keep saying like what women should do when a man walks into a room. What should a man do when a woman walks into a room?
When a woman walks into the room, number one, give that woman time. And respect and meaning conversation. A lot of women, y'all love to talk. So make sure you having a conversation with her and not ignoring her, don't want to hear. Because most women, you want to talk about your day. Being respectful, being a provider, you know what I'm saying? Being that help me to that woman, giving her massage, running her bath water, being there for her, you know what I'm saying? A good support system, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and being there for her. And not being a problem, not acting like, trying to be like a child and just living up on her and she got to do everything. No, when a woman comes to the room, and even when she's not in the room, you're supposed to be a man, being a provider, being a head, being that person, being that a shoulder that she can lean on, being a support system, someone I can laugh with, somebody I can talk. Because I love to talk, so I need to have a woman that like to talk. I don't want to talk to myself.
Sentimental Wiley.
So I love to talk. I love the pillow. I love the pillow talk. We might watch a movie, and I don't like talking during the movie. I need to see what's going on. But I might want to talk about the movie or talk about my day, and I want to hear what you have, like your goals and what you had, like what day, how was your day? And we talk about like we're talking now. We're talking about politics, and you be like, baby, I dated a man. He used to wear women clothes. Really? What color was your panties? I want to have those conversations, and we have those in-depth, deep conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that with my new person.
No, I'm just any other thing that we want to talk about. I'll just that we communicate and then we talk about our day. You might want to talk about whatever. We have those, and we go to the park, we go to the club and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people, when I say when a man come in the room stand, they think I'm just ordering the women around, blah, blah, blah. No, a good man, that's only for a good provider.
It's awkward, Wiley. How long is this supposed to stand? So is it like how long is this? This like a 3-second thing, or I'm waiting till you sit down? Like what
are you supposed to do? It's an honor. And he said you may be seated and you have that presence. And you don't have to physically say it. You can just see it in his energy, and you're like, okay, that's when I can sit down. When he step in that room, get ready to stand. Okay.
It's awkward. What if my friends is over there? Like, what the hell's going on? Like, we all got to stand up with this thing. That's weird. You're gonna get me talked about. But yeah, no, that's
it will create conversations, and then they might say, "Wow, you really respect your man."
And they're gonna go, "You really retarded. You really stand when he come into the room. You really. You gonna get me dragged."
Really? Would they drag you? Really? Oh, really? They will call you. They will drag you.
Okay. Yes. Look at your check. Hell yeah. They gonna talk about me like a dog. So I think that's something I gotta do privately now. I don't think I never had nobody say that, but I hope you get what you want, because everybody deserves whatever their preference is. So, I hope your woman stands when you walk in the room.
Well, thank you so very much, sister.
Yeah.
And, thank you. I was glad to hear. I haven't heard. This your first time calling? No, you called in before.
No, I called in a couple of days ago.
Okay.
I remember we was talking about, because you've been on late and I've been getting delirious. So, but I'm gonna remember this.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. 0342. Can you hear me? 0342.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
I would like to say to you, God is good.
Yes.
And I must say, with all this YouTube, this pandemic, you are the real survivor.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you from 2020, but before then. But 2020, when they said go in the house, and you popped up on the algorithm, however you want to say it. And from there and everything that was going on, you kept the light, you kept the truth, you kept the smile, you kept me, I know, going. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so very much. I received that. Thank you.
And I must say, I continue and will in 23. I would love for you to be on every day, pop-ups, 30 minutes, 2 or 3 quick minutes, just please,
Thank
more.
You. Okay.
That's all I gotta say. Please, more in 2023.
Thank you.
And you're doing a wonderful, good job. You are what God has for YouTube, for the world, and success.
Yes, thank you. That was sweet. Thank you so very much, sister. Thank you for that. I receive it. And you will see more of me in 2023, most definitely.
Please. And I mean, if it's 6 o'clock in the morning, when you waking up brushing your teeth, come on. It's 12 o'clock when you eating a salad, come on. 7 o'clock, if a football game or whatever on, forget all that. Come on. If it's 12 o'clock from the turnover to the next day, come on. Please. I'm begging.
Yes, thank you. You will get it. I most definitely. I want to see you call in as well. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, and I will. And God bless. Thank you. Love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Oh man, you just never know. People calling, saying that they alarmed me from the pandemic. I get these phone calls, and you're gonna see more of me in 2023. Okay. 2528. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
How are you?
Wonderful.
Oh, yes, Wiley. So I wanted to just call in and tell you that I love your versatility and your duality. It's just amazing that you actually preach the gospel and you're a man of God, and you let us Black women understand what femininity is supposed to be about.
Absolutely.
So I can't wait for you to have those classes, because a lot of these women don't know how to treat a man.
Absolutely.
Like, it's so funny when you were like having your live yesterday, And the woman, she couldn't admit that she was single, but it was obvious to all of us because you are supposed to stand when a man comes into the room.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. So that has been lost with time. It's just a part of a bygone era. And some of these women in the chat, it's sad because they're single and they'll stay single because they don't know what to do in a relationship. They don't know their role. So I just wanted to call in and let you know to keep doing what you're doing. I was raised holiness as well in Middle Georgia at that.
Yes.
And yes. We switched over though to Southern Baptist because holiness is very strict.
And I'm glad you said it. Holiness is a very strict. It's very denomination. It's very, very strict, and I'm glad because I knew I wasn't talking to myself. I'm like, if you from holiness, you know what I have to say. But go ahead. So, what was the difference between your holiness teaching than Baptist? What was the difference that you see were different?
With holiness, I was really young when we were into it, but like you were saying, the women and their modesty, like how we dress, I could never wear pants growing up unless I was playing outside.
Okay.
So when I went to school and when I went to church, it was a must-have that I had to wear a dress and it had to be modest. Like I couldn't show any my décolletage. Of course, I was a little girl at the same time, so that wasn't going to fly anyway. But the grown women couldn't show like their chest area.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't show any upper arm. Our dresses had to fall below our knees. We couldn't wear any makeup, very minimal jewelry and everything. And like you were saying, like we were in church all the time. Like it wasn't just Bible study, it was prayer. And my grandfather was actually the preacher. So people used to come to our house for prayer services. And I swear I was just in prayer 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm. Because my grandmother
so holiness is very strict.
Very, very strict. My grandmother, she before they transitioned into the church, they used to have prayer at her house, and after prayer, they used to have fish dinners. So it's very, very strict. And yeah, it is. You're right. Mm-hmm. But I love it. I the strictness, and I still have some of those core beliefs. It's just in me. And people say you need to change, blah, blah, blah. I just was raised that way. It's hard for you to not to leave something that you was in it and then you switched over when you were young. When I was young, I was in holiness church. I was in it. So even now I'm trying to find a church home, but I say it gotta be holiness. I don't think I can sit in a Baptist church. I especially not an AME church. Oh my God. I'm about to shout at you. I gotta shout. I gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? Roll on the floor. I need them type of churches, So that's what I was raised on. I couldn't just sit in the church. We just sing hymns and we just sit down. I can't be in a Catholic. I would get bored because I love the loud thumping, speaking in tongue, rolling over the floor, shouting everywhere. That's what the church. That's what I was raised. That's what I was raised under. I just can't be like.
We still got that in the Southern Baptist Church.
Yes.
Like people just running up and down the aisle with the Holy Ghost and the Spirit. That didn't really change.
Yes. And then, you have some Baptist churches with holiness, with sanctification roots. And they left the holiness and they brought it to the Baptists. They brought that flavor. They may not be as strict, but they still have the shouting, rolling over for it, Holy Ghost, what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying? So you have those old traditional Baptists, but then you have those sanctified Baptists that came from holiness churches and they brought some of those ways to Baptist churches. I'm just saying.
That's the one that I was on.
Okay, that's what. Yeah, I'll have to be in a Baptist church like that. I can't be in a Baptist church. They call it the morning bench, and they just on their morning and singing them old Baptists. I can't. I definitely can't be in a Catholic church. All that standing up, Hail Mary. Asha, blah, 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 blah. No, I can't be in a Catholic church. And I know I couldn't be in a Muslim church. I like to say, preach, amen, tell it. I love to shout. They don't play no gospel. They don't play no music. They don't have no instruments. I ain't gonna let it. I love to go and try to hear Miss Farrakhan, but I like to shout. I like to sing, and they don't do all that. You know, everybody shouting out.
I don't know about you. I have an aunt that's Muslim. I can't remember if she's a Shia or a Sunni, but she wears the hijab, and she wears, I guess, a burqa. She wears like, she's veiled from head to toe.
Okay.
She converted years ago when I was preteen, and I wanted to go with her to the mosque, and they would not allow me in because I wasn't Muslim. So I don't even, now that's a mosque that was in like East Atlanta. For my people who are in the Metro Atlanta area, they know which one I'm talking about. That was by East Lake Meadows. So I don't know if that's still the case, but I was told that when you're not Muslim, you cannot go inside the mosque because it's a very holy place. And it's a very secretive place too. They don't want all their practices and teachings to be just kind of like open to the public, from my understanding. So I've never been into a mosque because I've never been allowed inside one, particularly the one that I most recently tried to get inside in East Atlanta. They weren't having that.
Oh, wow. So she probably was I don't know that it was the Nation of Islam, because I know they received it. They love people. She probably was not part of like Miss Farrakhan and them. She probably was one of those, okay. Oh, wow, I'm sorry that had to happen. That's their loss.
I won't even go into all of that from what she has told me and what my other aunts have witnessed in the mosque.
Okay.
Apparently,
it's a lot.
I mean, I don't have anything against the Muslim faith, and you know, I a lot of the teachings make sense to me.
Okay.
But I don't see myself ever going into one unless I convert it over. I don't know about everybody else, but the mosque that I've tried to get into, they weren't having it. But anyway, I also want to speak on the Deion Sanders situation.
Yes.
I 100% agree with you that if it's wage related, why wouldn't he leave the university? Like if Colorado is offering him light years more than what Mississippi is, which unfortunately they're probably not able to compensate him as much as Colorado because it is a predominantly Black college. From my understanding, it's a HBCU. I mean, the chat can confirm that or not. So they might not have the backing and the income to actually provide him with what, match what Colorado is actually offering him. So it's unfortunate, but realistically speaking, most of us, if not all of us, if a new employer came around with an offer that was well above what we were currently making, although morally speaking, you would want to stay with your current employer out of loyalty, out of respect, out of community, all of that. But at the end of the day, you have to think of yourself and, the livelihood of your family as well.
I agree, because
I don't blame I don't blame Deion Sanders. Unfortunately, yeah, he's a great coach. He was a great all-star athlete. Those young men, they will get someone that will fill his shoes eventually, although it is the Deion Sanders. I remember meeting him when I was younger, and he was probably one of my biggest crushes. He looks much better than his pictures. I swear to God, that's one good looking man. But Mississippi is a very poor state. Mississippi is a state with a lot of economic insecurity, a lot of healthcare crisis. I mean, he made the right choice, at least one that makes sense for him. And hopefully he can land himself back to an HBCU that could afford him. But honestly, when I heard he was at Mississippi State, for the first time about a year ago. I was like, what the hell he doing there? Like, what?
Because he was at Jackson State, Jackson State, and what I look at, he left a roadmap or a playbook to build on. You know what I'm saying? So others need to take the baton and say, hey, let me invest in HBCU, because he brought so much attention to HBCU as a whole. They had game day at Jackson State University. He had a 60-minute piece made and brought awareness to HBCUs. A lot of sponsors got involved. The attendance was breaking records. Millions of dollars was given was for Jackson, Mississippi, millions, right? It outdid the predictions that they predicted, and it outdid that. So, just build upon it. But I'm not mad, because I work at a job, and if a job offers me $5 more, guess where I'm going? I have done it. I've been at good companies, and I didn't want to leave, but it could be $1 more, and I'm gonna go, especially you say I'm off you $10 more an hour that you making. Guess where you're going? You're gonna go with that $10 more an hour. It is. It's not, because a lot of companies get mad, but they can fire you for any cause. But if you guys a better opportunity for how to feed your family, then I have no right but to support that.
I 100% agree, and at least he opened the door for the university for like future sponsorships, and he's given them more visibility, and that's also important. And I'm sure he'll have nothing but good things to say about them, so they'll keep these sponsorships and everything else rolling in. Like,
and because a lot of people, and just speaking in your personal life, I've known a lot of CNAs that left their job for $1 more. I've seen it happen. And people get mad. They say, why we can't have CNAs that be here for years and 20 years, because you ain't paying the people nothing. It's just like, you have to, people chase dollars. That's why a lot of people don't stay. Back in the day, people were retired from companies, but people are getting tired of getting these low wages. And so for Deion Sanders, even though he's a rich man already, but he going for higher heights, and maybe his aspiration is to be a football coach, in NFL. And so you're going to go to better schools with better facilities, with more coverage to help his brand, because he's the prime time player, and he loved the media coverage, and he brought a lot of media coverage to HBCUs. And if HBCUs want people like a Deion Sanders, they got to write the check. It is what it is. This is a business.
It is what it is. I was surprised they could afford him in the first place.
Right.
He was probably doing a charitable thing.
Right. It was charitable, because he donated part of his salary to remodel some of the facilities of the football football facilities. He donated part of his salary. Not too many coaches will donate part of their salary. So he did a lot at a short amount of time. He done so much for Jackson State University than some people have done in decades. He's done so much for the HBCU as a whole. There's some coaches or some athletic directors, some university presidents in the last 40, 50 years. So he done great. And I love it. And so now I'm paying attention to HBCU. I'm not going to stop watching, Jackson State University, because now I'm interested in see, okay, what kind of season are they going to have next year?
I wonder what type of season they'll have. That's a good question. I mean, Deion Sanders is top tier. That's. I mean, anyone behind him, at least he's left a playbook for them.
Absolutely.
Eventually, they'll keep things on track, I hope, or be able to get things back on course at least.
Facts, yes.
Those are pretty big shoes to fill, I must admit.
Those are pretty big fields, but it can it collectively, if more and more people start do it and create their own lanes, it can happen. And so that's what we have to understand. So now Jackson State program has been built. So we're going to see how they're going to play out for next year. And I'm definitely going to be paying attention. And then also a lot of these HBCUs need to do a lot of better deal with media rights, to make sure that they have people that understand television, the business, to know how to go out of these media rights so they can have their games on ESPN and all of that. And that should have been done decades ago. So we're going to see how this is going to play out next year. We're going to be watching Jackson State. And, of course, we're going to be watching Colorado because, again, prime time, he have a fan base. And people love the prime Coach Prime. They love him. And so I love him, man. And, man, he inspired me to get back and, to go play some football. And I don't even play football. But the man is such an inspiration.
He really is. You got to meet him in person.
Yes.
My God.
Oh yeah. So
I'm gonna fly out to Colorado just to see him again.
Somebody said, Wiley, you have not watched not one Jackson State University game. Well, why? You know why? Because where are they playing it at? I have cable. Is it on BET? Why can't we watch a football game on BET? You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have ESPN2. I'm not paying for the extra package of ESPN. Now, if it was on ABC, of course I watch a lot of football games, college games, because it comes on ABC. It comes on the channel that I can afford to watch. But if I have to really go through the Rudy to the Tootie to watch it, man, I probably won't watch it. But I watch the highlights. You know what I'm saying? I watch the highlights. It is what it is. So if it ain't on ABC or BET or CNN, you know, I watch the highlights. You know, and so I don't have ESPN. You know, it should be on BET. Ain't it Black Entertainment Television? Put some black football players on BET or TV One. You know what I'm saying? Channels that we watch. You know, I'll put it on Netflix. I'll put it on Amazon Prime. You know, so accessible for people can watch. So again, I'm not gonna really look through the Rudy to the Tootie to go watch these games. Again, I'm definitely not going to Mississippi because they ain't got clean water. So I'm not having rashes and bumps, you know, all that. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying the water ain't clean. Well, so of course I'm not going to Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah, so yeah, so where's the game? What channel do it come on, y'all? Do y'all know the channel? Let me know the channel. Thank you, sister, for calling in. I love you, sister.
Love you too. And you know what? Somebody in the chat asked, "Where's my husband?" I don't need a husband. I got multiple boyfriends. Okay.
Oh, not multiple boyfriends. Yes.
When you live in Atlanta, you can have that type of lifestyle. Okay. All right. I'm for real. Atlanta is a single city. It is easier here to find a sugar daddy than it is a husband.
Really?
So I'll let that be.
So you have a sugar. You know,
Really,
it's a song.
Men are more willing to pay for women these days than they are to actually, I guess, live a life in servitude and actually have to honor and respect her. And they still honor and respect me because at the end of the day, there is no conversation with me unless you respect me.
So again, so a man, so okay, so say for instance, if I have $50 million, I'm rich and I want to date you. So you wouldn't mind getting on my private jet and $1 million and you'll give me the cookie, is what you're saying?
No, it's not that easy.
Is that that easy? You know, what would it take? So if you have
let's be clear here. Not every woman can be bought.
Not every woman can be bought. Not every woman. I'm talking about you. Okay, I got millions of dollars. I get a flying jet. Put $2 million in your account. Give you Birkin bags and invest in your business. You won't give me the cookie?
That's very superficial, though. So honestly, if he feels that all he can do is buy my attention and my time, then that doesn't fly for me. It's more to it. There has to be some substance there. I actually want you to take the time to get to know me, put in the effort, be loyal, respectful, confidant, compassionate, be someone who's willing to spend quality time, all of that. It's not about just forking out money and opening up your wallet for me to reach in.
I understand that. So I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm listening to you. I'm giving you the attention. I'm providing. You know, I got the money. I'm paying. So after I do all that, you gonna give me the box?
After you do all that, do you get the what?
So I'm talking to you. I'm giving you the attention. I'm talking to you, getting to know you. I'm rich, right? I'm gonna give you the box. Would you give me the box if everything flows well? Because you know, I'm just saying, you Young Miami, I'm Diddy. So
I am not. I could never. Young Miami wants to be me, not me want to be her. There is no comparison. So.
So you said you have multiple boyfriends. Would it be accurate to say
I wouldn't know. they're not actually boyfriends. They're guys that I actually spend time with, and I enjoy their company. They enjoy my company. It's not actually superficial. It's not actually a situation where it's transactional and they're paying me to go out for the night like an escort. It's not quite that. It's just that I'm dating and I'm enjoying my singlehood.
So do you give them? So is they hitting that? Is any of them hitting that? Do you give?
No.
Not of them hitting that.
No,
so you must be beautiful. So they must. So they want to hit that, but they just spending time with you. You just stringing them along.
I wouldn't say stringing them along, but yes, I'm spending time and I'm deciding.
You're spending time deciding, but but they are attracted to you, correct?
Right.
And you're waiting. You're gonna see which one is the right one. Are you comparing them financially or comparing them by their conversation, by their actions, by their characteristics? Like what?
No, I'm comparing by just their actual attributes as a person. Like the financial component is important to me, but that doesn't move you ahead of the line. Being attractive and a well-to-do man doesn't move you ahead of the line.
So all of the guys is attracted that you're talking to. Do anybody is butt ugly that you're talking to?
Nobody's butt ugly, but I'm not going to sit here and act like they're all Idris Elbas and Brad Pitt.
So they're decent. So you got some decent guys and stuff like that.
Yeah, some good-looking guys and some, average-looking guys, but are, they're good men. They're, good in spirit, good-hearted men, and that is a characteristic that I look for. And they're good providers too. I mean, at the end of the day, going back to traditional values, women, we do want someone who can provide and protect.
Okay.
So that's the utmost importance for me. So these aren't men who are just, providers or, they have money, so they operate under the guise of possibly being able to provide just because they have the resources to.
I'm gonna ask.
I need confirmation.
I want to ask you because I can't see you physically, and so maybe you can send me your IG so I can see how you look. But if you have to put yourself as banging as a 10 or Sealy as a 1, what is your scale? Like, how do you tell yourself? Because are you light skinned, dark skinned? Let's start with that first. Are you banging like good as a 10, or are you like a Sealy number 1? What are you?
First off, Wiley, don't tell me you're a colorist because
I'm not colorist. I'm just making some fun of to be a joke and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, if you have to rate yourself and stuff like that, are you are you a 10 or are you a 1 and stuff like that? I'm not a colorist. You could be dark skin. I'm dark skin. You know what I'm saying? I like them purple black. I like Viola Davis. I'm really, really attracted to Viola Davis. When she was getting it in on that show, I'm really attracted to like dark skin, raunchy, looking like a slave. I'm attracted to that. Anyway. So but what are you? Do you say, oh, I'm a 10, or are you a 5, 4, 1? Like, what are you?
I'm a 10. Okay. I carry myself like a 10. I feel like a 10, and damn it, I look like a 10. Okay. But obviously, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I hear that. I hear that, but I'm gonna have to see your IG, and I'm gonna have to judge for yourself. But are you tall?
I am not about to put my IG.
No, you can just send it to me, and I can say, are you tall? Do you have a big butt? Like, are you skinny? Like, what's your physique?
What?
Like, what are you?
I'm a slim build.
Are you slim? So so you don't have no butt or no breath. You just flat like a stick. Are you flat like a stick? Do you bounce? Are you flat chested? Are you flat like a stick?
I'm actually not.
Oh, you're not flat like a stick. So you got okay. Okay. I want to see because you got a lot of dudes lined. You got a lot of dudes lined up. So maybe you send me an IG and maybe I can be number 11. Who knows? But I gotta get my money up and stuff like that. Cause whatever what you say, ma'am, you want a man with some money. It can't be broke.
No woman wants a broke man.
No woman no one. Well, a lot of women deal with broke. A lot of women deal with broke men, but for you have a certain
There's
take.
a lot of low self-esteem women.
I get it, and they exist
around.
So you have a certain lifestyle.
I'd rather die with a bunch of cats.
I hear you, but
now
talk about that. So you have a certain lifestyle that you like, that you live, that you're accustomed to. Would that be accurate?
That's accurate. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking you and stuff like that. Okay. You say you a 10, so I can't judge. I have to just take your word for it. You sound like a 10, but you could be a 1 if I see you in person. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I'm a solid 5.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I think I'm a 5 or a 6. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I'm a 10. You know what I'm saying? But when I get my body together, then I increase that up to a 7. Get it really, 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 and fix that eye, baby. I'm hitting at an 8. I'm about hitting at an 8 and a 9. Get some veneers. I'm hitting at a 9.5. So right now I'm a solid 5. Okay. So I can be honest about that. But a lot of women, you say you a 10. So again, send me the DM, get to my DMs and let me judge you and see it. And I can be honest with you. I'm like, no, sister, you're about a 4. But I guess I got to take your word and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to take my word for it.
Okay, I just have to take your word.
You're too messy, Wiley. You'll put my information.
I won't put your message. Send me a text. Hit me up. Hit me up whenever. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in Atlanta, okay, I would say this. When I'm in Atlanta, I would like to meet you. Would you be okay with that? Because I'm coming back to Atlanta next year. So would you like to meet me in Atlanta and we go out for to the Waffle House? You know, that's all I can afford.
That is hilarious. No. What the hell? The Waffle House.
Okay, we go out to a nice steak dinner.
No.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, she ain't interested, you guys. She think I'm a 3 and I'm broke. So again, thank you, sister, for calling in. And you calling in from Atlanta. I want you to call in again. Can you come on camera one of these days? What's wrong? You come on camera. If you a 10, you know what I'm saying? 10, I talk to a lot of 10s. They always be willing to come on camera. So whenever you ready.
I'm not willing to come on camera because I have a career.
Oh, you have a career.
And I'm not trying to make YouTube a career being messy on the YouTube streets.
Okay.
I don't need that getting back to my employer because I have a good career.
You have a good career. I understand that. We don't want to mess up your career and stuff like that. But thank you. So, but again, you can always reach out to me in a DM and stuff like that, or I can see you in person. So, I'll make sure, Paul, make sure we get the private jet and everything like that. So I'm gonna talk to my assistant and we're gonna handle that.
You can't afford a private jet.
Okay. Now, when I give you that private jet, it's going. Okay. Anyway, I understand, ma'am. Thank you for calling in. Yeah, Sister 10. Sister 10, call in.
I'm at the school.
Okay, Sister 10.
Oh, that is hilarious. All right. Thank you so much, Wiley.
All right. Bye-bye. Sister 10. Okay. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous, you live on the air. You are live on the Wiley Show. Why you said
yeah, Wiley.
Why you said for?
Because, honey, we went from holiness to wholeness in a matter of a few minutes. I mean, what we doing, Wiley?
No, people. I don't know. People is just talking about their experiences, so we having a conversation.
Yeah, but that conversation, honey, we went from, just, oh, man. We went from talking about her. You cannot get into heaven based on your family deeds, honey. They are going to see that thing of yours has probably been stretched out as far and wide as the Nile River, okay? The way that you are talking is not giving that anybody is wanting to marry you, honey. It's giving more or less escort teas. It's giving more or less, highest bidder teas, and then to top it all off, you're insulting. That's what I can't stand. You can't, saying that you can't afford a private jet or whatever it is, honey, but you are still single, honey, regardless of whatever you think you are.
Wow.
That thing of yours is not catching nothing. You ain't walked down the aisles on nothing. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? So the thing is that, just like everybody in the chat, shout out to the producers. They were right. Like Prada said, that her bed is cold tonight. You see what I'm saying, Wiley? Her bed is just freezing tonight. So we just gonna just act like we didn't even hear the change of direction of the conversation. We just gonna act like we didn't hear that night, Wiley, because she was just confusing, and that's why she's single. Let me just say that. That is exactly why she's single. Like, no man wants to put up with somebody talking about God 1 minute and then talking about, whatever she was talking about the wholeness activities that she goes through. Nobody's gonna deal with that, Wiley. Not at all.
I feel that.
Yes. Okay. Yes, split personalities, honey. It's split all kind of ways. You're not even talking about the bipolar-ish. We're talking, honey, it's giving schizo, and because, okay, I'm out, Wiley.
All right, thank you so very much for calling in. Wow, like people have called in today and got their point, and I want to give a special shout out to a couple of people that sent in $11.11. Thank you. Let me send you the hearts right now for that. A person sent in that way, and I appreciate that. For that is going back to the platform because we're gonna be traveling more on next year. I'm trying to go to Virginia and do some content in New York as well, and we're trying to do some content in Atlanta as well. So thank you for sending that $11.11. I love that number. Something Shabaha. It's something special about that number. And shout out to the sister that sent in her $35 for the handheld microphone. And also another sister matched that and they sent in 20. So that do that for the handheld microphone. So I thank y'all so very much for that. And we're going to be having that. And then also we're going to get a podium because we're going to have that. It's just going to be something different. I know people are saying, is he trying to preach? Is he trying to do this? Is he trying to be a preacher? What is he trying to do? And all of that. Just sit back and relax and you will see it. Tomorrow, actually in about tonight, because it's Monday. Tonight, we'll be doing a members only live. So if you're not on members, last time we had a good time. So tonight we're doing a members only live with members in Patreon. I called y'all my executive producers because these people pay money out of their hard-earned money and they contribute to the show. So we're going to put on a good show for y'all tonight. I don't know what we're going to get into, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great. That's going to be tonight. It's going to be members only and for Patreon. That's for the executive producers. That's going to be for tonight. Last time we had a great, awesome show. So tonight we're going to have a great show for the members only because I'm trying to get into that schedule with at least join our members at least once a week. So we're gonna do something tonight. Why are you interviewing Wiley? Are you interviewing the employee? That's on the table. It's easier to pretend you're better when you're like a hitting bloop. There's someone out there for someone. You've been talking about a podium about 2 years. So yeah, we getting it for 2023. We definitely getting it for 2023. Thank you for being here for 2 years. Definitely getting it. And that's wait a minute. Did she call? Oh, she called back in. Is this Sister 10? Y'all make that woman call back in.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Yes.
Really? They made you call back in. People were saying that they
Yes.
said you not a 10. They said you not Nancy and I. They said you went from being whole. You went from holiness to being a whole. They said they said that you talking bad and stuff
That is
like that.
hilarious.
You chatting stuff, and they said you single. You gonna be in that bed. You cold in the bed alone. So what do you have to say about all of that?
If you think you're lonely now. No, I'm not going to be listening to no Bobby Womack, Wiley. I am up having a good time. Got to go to sleep soon because I do have to work tomorrow.
Okay.
But I wanted to call in because to hell with what the chat has to say. But that woman, she needs to get out of her time capsule. Like, I can be holiness and raised a certain way and have certain beliefs for a man that I'm married to, for somebody that I'm actually willing to submit to. When I'm out here and I'm dating around, getting to know people, having a good time as I should be, being selective before I actually find a man that I want to settle down with, I can do that. Like I said, I'm not sleeping around. I'm not looking for a man to just fork out money and me open my legs for him. No, it's nothing like that. I'm not superficial. I like nice things, but that's not primarily what I look for. Like I said, all women want a man that can actually provide and protect. That's just how we're wired biologically. Any woman that's not wired that way, God bless you. You've conformed to modern times. That's absolutely fine. But I'm the type of woman, as most women are, we want somebody to provide and protect. So it's not unusual to actually look for the financial security in a relationship because the financial component is important. That's primarily why over 50% of marriages do not survive. And so I won't become a casualty of divorce because, like I said, over 50% of first-time marriages do not survive, and over 70% of marriages the second time around and beyond do not survive. So I won't be a part of that statistic. Hear me out, Wiley. I am going to, get out here, meet people, date as I please, and it's not meant to be just free-spirited and lighthearted and casual and organic and all of this silly, goofy stuff that you hear about nowadays. It's meant to be dating with a purpose. I have intent. My intent is.
And you're dating 8 people right now. Talking to potentially.
I'm not dating 8 people right now. I'm dating more than one guy.
Okay.
I can count on one hand. The number, the quantity don't mean a goddamn thing.
Okay. I understand. I understand.
I'm not spreading my energy and myself thin. Okay. I'm dating a number of guys that I can keep up with.
Okay.
And I don't intend on dating a large number of guys for a long period of time. Obviously, I intend on stopping to date when I'm ready and when I meet somebody who's actually worth settling down with and actually worth moving forward to be exclusive with.
Okay.
And he has to show me that he wants that too.
All right. You have to show it. And
so I am team wait, team submit to your husband. Okay. You can be holiness and still have values that make sense for today's time. Okay. You can still be a Christian woman and still be able to date more than one man at a time and still be able to be courted and go steady. Miss, her bed is cold. Okay. Okay. Anything else, Wiley?
I'm just hearing you. And how old are you?
Does my age matter?
I just asked a question. Are you in your 30s? Are you in your 40s? Answer this if you don't want to give me direct. 30s,
I'm
40s?
Definitely not.
20s?
No, I'm not.
20s, 30s, 40s?
Yes.
You in your 20s?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you still got time. You got time. 20s are that decade, so you do 2 date and get to know yourself. Okay. Okay. All right. Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted to sow some seeds of truth. And if she doesn't understand that, then that's her own fault.
Okay. So make sure you send me.
Maybe she needs to look at certain different avenues so she can be married and have a husband.
Right. Okay.
And not settle down with the wrong person and won't end up divorced in a few years if she is married.
So you in your 20s, you're dating about bare minimum 2 people or more, and you have a career, and you say you a 10. What's your height?
I'm not giving nobody my hell no.
What's your height? How tall are you?
Oh, my height.
Yes.
You're asking for a lot of personal identifiable information, but I don't think you're going to get anywhere with my height. If it is important, 5'6".
Okay, 5'6". How much you weigh?
What? Now you're just, like I said, I'm a slim build.
I'm just asking. I know you say slim build, but and so many people think slim build is 355 pounds. So how much you weigh?
No, that's not. No,
Okay,
I'm a healthy BMI.
You about 180, 190?
No. I'm a size 6.
You're a size 6. Okay.
Anyway, I came out here to educate the geriatric woman that was ahead of me.
Okay.
So just so she knows, so she can teach her daughter properly, so her daughter won't be out here getting hoodwinked out her panties. And
wait, so people in the chat, wait. You a size 6? So people in the chat, see, I don't know these sizes of women's sizes. So they said, quote, that's big.
You said what?
They're saying in the chat that being a size 6 is big.
A US size 6 is not big, but anyway, if it is, then I'm a fat motherfucker. I'm F-150 then.
Well, I don't know. I don't know women's size. So you say you're a size 6. Okay. All right.
A size 6 is a medium size.
A medium size, depending on the height. But she says
it is a medium.
She says she's 5'6", so and you're size 6.
So anyway.
Okay.
If any other, she can call back, say what the hell she got to say. It is what it is.
Okay.
It's sad that I have to school her when she sounds like she's about 60 years old.
Hold on, let me see if this her 1862. Is this you? Oh, you're a new caller. 1862 last 4. 186.
Yeah,
hello. Hi. I thought you was a sister that called in before. Okay, hold on.
Oh no, Wiley, I was just calling to say, I mean, at least the last caller, she kept it hot with you. She kept it real. But all I gotta say is one day you're gonna find the woman who will stand up in a room when you walk through. You're gonna be able to afford the private jet. You're gonna be able to afford all that. Because I know that little slick shit that she was, that little slick mess that she was saying, that you can't afford that. She ain't have to say that. I know that in the back of your mind that might have got to you. But I just want to say, don't worry about all that. Because one day you're gonna be able to afford all that. You're gonna be able to get whatever you want.
Yeah,
and that's all I have to say. I love your show.
Thank you so very much.
Amen, Wiley. One day you will. You will.
Thank you.
However, Wiley, at the same time,
yes, ma'am.
At the same time, no man should be thinking that a private jet is entry to a woman.
Well,
so that's why it wouldn't phase a woman that's not phased by anything monetarily. It's one thing to actually want a man that can provide for the household. It's another thing to actually want a man that just is able to fork out money to you and just be superficial. Okay. Just be a man that's only here for the now and being a man that's here just to buy you and to treat you like a transaction like an object.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much. A lot of people in the chat are saying that you're big, you're not big, and of course, I don't know. You could be a size 67, but I don't know.
I will be big
that way. But again, we have a conversation here, and we're talking to this woman who says she is a 10 and she's talking to 2 or more men in the city of Atlanta. And she's getting to know who she would. And she's in her 20s. She says she ain't giving away the cookies. That's what she said. Are you a virgin?
What? Wiley. Okay, now I gotta go.
I'm just asking, are you a virgin? Is it a yes or no? We grown people. Are you a virgin?
Take care, everybody.
I would take that as a no. Okay. Oh, Atia is big. Wiley, please stop. She is a. Oh man. Oh, why do these people keep talking about I'm Kevin Samuels? Every time I had these conversations, they say I'm Kevin Samuels. All right. Anybody else want to call in? They said Wiley, you play too much. No, we having conversation. Is that offensive? I don't know. Is that offensive? I'm asking a question. Are you a virgin? That's either a yes or no. And she said no. I'm not asking. If she was, she would have said yes. So obviously she's not a virgin. And I don't even know. They said Marquis said. Oh man, ain't nothing wrong with being an escort, boo. Get your money. While you play too much. And I'm gonna say this because we have a caller in queue. 1436, caller, you live on air. Last 1436.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
I had to take myself off. Yeah, I had to take myself off mute. I just chimed in towards that end part. You were asking the person if they were a big person. You know, some big women, I've dated some before, are good. I mean, you know, I look at it where if she is big, you know, there's some cute big women out there.
Absolutely.
You know, and some men are attracted to some cute big women.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of African.
I think Lizzo is cute and she's big. She's beautiful. I love Lizzo.
Yeah, you know, there's some. I mean, I have some African friends of mine, and I'm not trying to make it a you know thing between Africans, but you know, a lot of African men do like bigger women. They don't want no skinny pole. You know, so you know, that's just my point of view. But
I agree.
No, I just came across your show and I just enjoyed the conversation. I said, let me just chime in and just kind of like speak on that behalf of big women.
Thank you. And thank you for calling and giving your your input on that.
Okay. I'll just sit back and listen.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, well, you just never know who's going to call into the show and give their thoughts. But I want to say something about the escorts. I don't have a problem with it. And I'm going to say something that might offend people. But I don't think it's a problem if you want to pay for something. Let me break that down. If you alone and you want some company, you should be able to pay for some company. You know, if you want a massage, if you want to go even further, if you two consenting adults, I believe you should be able to pay for it. I don't understand in 2022 that they still want to criminalize people that want to sell their body. I'm talking about adults. So I don't think it's a problem that I'm saying, hey, you know, hey sis, I love you, I hit the cash app or whatever, and we get it in. We two consenting adults. I don't see a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? And if I was a congressman and one of the bills I would pass, I would say, you know what I'm saying? I would pass an act that in this country, if you're 18 and older, you could be able to legally be an escort and you just pay taxes. So I, in my humble opinion, I don't feel like we should criminalize the peen and the puss. If you are two consistent adults, if you're 18 and older, you should be able to to do that. And the reason why I use the word 18, some people might, and I might negotiate and say 21 and older, but if you 18, you're an adult. So you should be able to freely, if you wanted to do that, or so many people, I have to negotiate. 21 and up. If you're an adult in this country, it shouldn't be against the law if you want to sell your box. If you're two consenting adults. You know what I'm saying? I don't have if you're two consenting adults. If you two consenting adults, what's the problem? What's the problem? I don't understand the problem with that, and then people feel shame. I don't throw shade at the people on the corner when they doing what they have to do. I don't feel shame for the strippers, because if you're able to strip, what's the difference of you stripping and how old can you be to go to a strip club? Okay, how old can you be to go to a strip club? Can somebody comment below? Can somebody call in? How old can you be to go to a strip club? It's like 19, 20, 21. I don't know. I never been to a strip club. Can somebody post the age of how old you could be to go to a strip club, please? Is it 21? Then 21. 21 if they serve liquor. There are plenty of people in their 20s and 30s and 40s, 50s to make poor life decisions. I think age is consent should be 18. Is it 20? Depends if they serve liquor. So that's just you. Okay. Depends if they serve liquor 21. Okay. So let's say 21. Okay. And so what I'm saying is, if you're two consenting adults, you should be able to do that, in my humble opinion. Okay, I was 18, and some people said they was 18 when they stripped. And so, if you can strip at 18, you should be able to sell that puss at 18. I'm just like, if you're able to strip, because last time I noticed that when you strip, can somebody break down what a stripper do? Because I've never been to a strip club. Do we have any strippers that stripped? And so when you strip, that means you're taking your clothes off. Do 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 do. I mean, you're taking your clothes off. You know what I'm saying? So if you able to take your clothes off in a strip club at 18 years old in the United States, you should be able to sell that puss. And it should be legal. So I'm just saying, you want 18-year-old in a room. Listen, when you're two consenting adults, I've never been to a strip club. Let me tell you why. I'm getting a handheld mic. I'm gonna go to the store and I gotta give me one because I want this mic in my hand. I want to be able to move around, blah blah blah. Anyway, I was watching P Valley. And I know I can't go to a strip club because I will go into extreme debt. Okay. Especially if it's somebody like a Mercedes, like when I saw on P Valley, I'm just saying, some that I really would like, I will go into stream debt. So I don't even try. I know me. I don't even try to go to a strip club because watching P Valley, I still watch them episodes back over and over and over and over and over, and it does something to me. And so I said, listen, I can't even go. I'm not even going to try to go to a strip club because that would be an addiction to me. That would be an addiction. So I'm not even going to try to, go to a strip club unless I really got the money, like some, money to throw away and just throw it on the strip and just all that. But nah, I'm not even going to try. Probably if they can pay for it, they will and stuff like that. So when I was watching P Valley, I said, man, Mercedes would take all my money. Like that Mercedes experience, like that's one of my favorite cast members on P Valley. Like that, she would take all my money. Most definitely, I was in her DMs, and I just said from in the DM, I said I was kind of tipsy. I said I want a Mercedes experience for my 31st birthday. That's when I was 31, 32 now. She didn't respond to my DM. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna make sure I delete that DM. But I said I wanted a Mercedes experience. While it would take with all his YouTube money to the strip club. I want a Mercedes experience. And I want to know, was that offensive to say? I don't know, but I was tipsy. I put that to her and said, Wally, would you take Wally would take all his YouTube money to the so that's what I said. That's what I said to her and everything like that. Anyway, while you are speaking to strong points because the stripper and adult entertainers absolutely love what they do, making a ton of money often, have other profession. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I hear you. And so, like, I just was attracted. Like, I remember Malaga Grams, and I know she's a married woman. But Malaga Grams, the reason I like her, she's chocolate, and I like her voice. I like her. I like her. I like her when she cussed me out. That's attractive. I love that. But Nika at Night, I love her because she's attractive. And I remember she's selling some bonnets and some pajamas. I literally had to stop watching because it was my mind just went to a place. Like she was selling a bonnet and she was selling pajamas. So she was live, and I just had to stop watching. And so I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, blah, 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 blah. But she had the bonnet and she was selling the pajamas. And I saw which, you have on pajamas, men look, men are we visualize. So right, all I just saw was so so all I see is the cleavage. Like all I see is up there. Like that's all I see. And I'm just in love. I'm like, whoa. I had to stop. I don't know what she was talking about, but I had to stop watching. I had to stop watching it because it was just perked out. And I'm like, oh, damn. Nick, why is you doing this to me? All I see was the Cleveland. I'm like, can I get the Cleveland? Is that for sale? That's not all she was. She posts her outfit on IG all the time. Nick be dressed. Yeah, Nick tried to dress. I follow Instagram. But I'm just telling you about the pajamas. I said, yes, I want a wife that when she wear her pajamas, she look just like that. I don't care if she don't even stand for me. Because I'll be thanking God every day, like, God, thank you for blessing me with a woman like this. Because when I saw that, I just saw beauty. You know what I'm saying? I just saw, I I was, I know I shouldn't say this publicly, but because I know y'all gonna tell me, I just saw beauty, and so I wouldn't even want her to stand up for me. Like I would be wow, like wow. Neek is yeah, she beautiful. Mm-hmm. She's not going to stand what she don't got to stand. No, I don't think she got to. I don't think she got. I don't think she got to stand. I don't know. If she says she ain't standing, it's fine. Especially if she got the pajamas on, man. Oh man, I'm definitely getting my money up because I'm definitely gonna have to take Nick out on a date though. I know Storm Road messed it up for people, but I'm gonna have to try. Like once get this money. 2023 is my year, and she's definitely on my vision board. Paul, make sure we put her on the vision board. We're gonna put her on my vision board and put her in my closet. So when I pray, I want to look at her and put her on my prayer list and on the closet and stuff like that. Okay. Um. So yeah. Okay. Well, wow. I didn't think sharing that to 288 people. Yeah. you know, but she's beautiful, man. Like I love Neek. Wiley, were you the person asking Neek? Uh, Neek doesn't believe in relationship anymore. It doesn't matter. We could call her whatever. We don't have to call it nothing. We could just put her in your closet, then just turn into a we got 287 million people watching the Wiley Show. We thank y'all so very much for tuning in to the Wiley Show. Man, Neek or Chelsea? Neek. 1000%. Neek. Okay, the chocolate. Oh, man. I don't get me wrong. I love me some Chelsea, but Neek got that 1000. Hello, Jims. You're back on the air. I thought this was Neek at night. I'm like, Neek, are you calling in? If she would have called in with her pajamas and her bonnet, I will fall out. But go ahead.
I just came to give you some advice, Wiley. Please do not put her on your vision board or in your closet. Okay. I promise you, it's not going to go well for you, man. I just had to call to tell you you're going to turn into a creep real fast. Somebody come over and see Neek in your closet.
I'm just joking. I won't put her on my vision board because I don't need her in my vision because she's already in my heart.
Oh my gosh. Stop it, Wiley.
I'm joking. I'm looking, no, she's a beautiful woman. And I just saw her in a bonnet in the pajamas. I'm like, y'all heard about her pajamas? Like, she's really, really good selling her stuff because like men, like we visual, like we look, like it is what it is. And so I saw on camera, I don't know if you saw it, I was in love. I was like, wow. I almost thought, but I don't wear pajamas, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't for me. She sell women pajamas.
You could start, Wiley. Invest. Yeah, Neek is very pretty, but you should definitely, go ahead, buy you a bonnet, buy you some pajamas. You can.
Yeah, I don't know about no bonnet. I don't wear no bonnet. I be looking at these women at the airport with the bonnet on, and I just be saying, I don't talk about them. You know what I'm saying? They had their bonnet, and I guess they two sisters. They was doing a challenge on TikTok in their bonnets. I said, y'all doing it? I'm like, I don't know what to do it. Because bonnets are something you sleep in. But I guess they made it into when you go to the store, I guess it's like a fashion thing now. But now people are selling bonnets and making money off of it. So you do your thing. But Neek, she look good. I don't care. She can go live every day with a red, blue, green, yellow. All types.
Snap. Well, you better shoot your shot, Wiley. You better jump in them DMs and profess this undying love for Neek. And go ahead and have your standing babies and all of that.
No, because when she went live and she was selling the bonnets, like all I just saw was true beauty. Like that woman, she could be selling used cars with no transmission, and I would make sure and see if I can qualify to get or to buy a car. Like it just I had to stop watching because I was tempted. I couldn't I was tempted.
You know what I'm gonna do for you, Wiley? I'm a moderator on Neek's channel. I'm gonna send her a clip of this, and I'm gonna set that up for you.
No, make sure y'all go get them pajamas because wow, because it just had that ups. It just had that like this. The first thing just caught my eye was just whoa, look at that. Like the top part, like it just caught my eye, and it just really did. I'm not lying. It just caught my eye. Like
acting like a dirty old man on Neek's channel. That's what you're doing.
I had to stop watching. She was selling it and she was talking and she having a voice, and I said, "Oh my gosh, this is so much beauty in the morning." And she go like, see, you can't look that good and go live at nighttime. See, nighttime, that's the time, you know, that's the time you ready to get it on. You can't look that good in the pajamas, you know, and you going live talking about Cardi B. I don't want to hear about Cardi. Let's talk about you and your look and your
90 seconds.
And your pajamas.
You out of line.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's late at night, you understand, ma'am, you grown. When it's nighttime, it's nighttime. Like, that's not business hour. Like, when I saw, like, wow, she just looked too good at night. Like, she
sneak at night, Wiley.
I understand it. she don't look raggedy or nothing. She just look gorgeous, and it's at night. And night that's when you and she dating. Niggas in the chat. She dated somebody. Oh, let me stop. Let me stop. She said she dated somebody. Let me stop.
Play it back, Neek, so you can hear Wiley true feelings for you.
Let me stop. Let me stop.
No, don't stop now. Tell her how you felt about the chest and the shirt.
The power of marketing is when you're beautiful, you should sell. Like, cause that is something. Like, she's truly beautiful. And I'm definitely gonna buy I don't know who I'm gonna buy the pajamas for. I might give some Christmas gift, but it just had me, and I was like,
Wiley lusting in the middle of the night.
Because I used to watch Neek a lot because I used to work overnight, and Neek used to go live at night, and I used to like, I'm supposed to be working. I would sneak in the break room just like watching
10 seconds.
She's just beautiful. Just one of my favorite content creators. And I think and so when she got into the business of selling like the pajamas and all of that, and then she started wearing them, and I was like, oh yeah, that's it, Neek. Keep doing that. I love that. I love it. Like, y'all don't understand. It's like you have to go look at her when she's selling it, and she had it on, and it's just this one. It was like a couple of days ago, and I saw it, and I said, "Woo, let me stop."
Wiley, I look at it too. I don't feel the way you feel, but I understand. I think they nice pajamas.
It touched me. I'm like, you would get the pajamas in the body. And she just be so serious. I'm like, man, does she know how beautiful she look like? This is what I'm talking about.
Oh,
but God will. I would say this: when God made woman, He did something special. That's one of God's greatest creation is when He made the black woman. When He made women, period, but especially when He made black women. Oh, okay. Anyway. Okay, it was just so special. It was just so special. When you see a black woman, it just like y'all don't understand this. That's just okay.
Oh, well,
but anyway,
we love you too, Wiley. Even though you crazy as hell, you crazy as hell. But I had to give you that advice for real. Don't put nobody in your closet.
No, I'm not gonna put it in the closet. Okay. I'm not gonna put nobody in my closet. I don't even have, honestly, I don't have people like a vision board. I have like Malcolm X poster, but I'm not gonna put people in my closet.
Okay, thank God.
It's just a show. I don't want to put like people in my closet. No,
I'm worried about you.
Not when I can just click on the video and see you. Like, absolutely, you don't need
when you can stalk in 3D or 4D.
Yeah, you are my device. Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, bye, Wiley.
Somebody said we don't need to SWAT surrounding her complex.
Right? I
I'm
would tase the shit out of you, Wiley, if I came over and saw my picture in your closet. You get tased immediately, bro. I'm just letting you know.
Wait.
I would 2-time tase you.
Not you gonna tase me. If you
and pepper spray. That's some creepy shit right there.
Oh man, that is weird. I don't want to see my pictures in the closet or anything. Like, wow. Anywhere, no.
Anywhere, not in the glove box, nothing. But all right.
Oh wow.
Bye, Wiley. Good night.
Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you so very much. I don't know. So thank y'all so very much. Shout out to Nick at night. Make sure y'all go get her pajamas. Go get her bonnets. Like, it's definitely great. Good Christmas gift. Go get it. It's one of my favorite things. Like, when I saw it, really, really great. While he do that dance, you was doing IG. So, I did a dance on TikTok. And so I don't know what I was doing. And so everybody was doing, and I don't know what is going on. I'm not a dancer. It just missed me. And so I didn't have rhythm. And Nick said, what are you doing? I'm just like, all type of stuff on my TikTok. It just literally missed me on the TikTok. But I'm loving TikTok because I'm just having fun. But I'm like, damn, I don't have rhythm. Like, I don't know how to dance. Like, what happened? It just missed me because I was raised in the church. So I wasn't a dancer. I know the holy dance, shout, ba, sha, na, na, na. But dance, like, I don't know how all them dance. And then sometimes, I look at, I know I'm not going to show it, Nick. I can't show it right now. But I'll be looking at the dance, on TikTok. You see what people are doing. So I audition. I'll be like, I'm not auditioning. I'll be practicing. I'll be trying to do it. But every time the camera come on, I lose my rhythm. You know what I'm saying? They be doing it, and I'll be like, okay, and I'm like, oh, and I just lose my rhythm. And so I was at the club. I was at the club, and where was that? And we was in Vegas, and they were dancing. All I could do is this. That's all I could do, like Donald Trump. Like I felt so shamed. Like Natasha, she was dancing, and I'm just doing this. I had no rhythm at all. So y'all, we need a dance coach. Don't tell me you dance like you stomping on roaches. So we was doing the comfort challenge, and I'm just my big behind just side to side. Didn't have no rhythm. Didn't know nothing about the covers. You're supposed to be up there, but don't worry, we'll get it together. His captions say, try. No, the dance you was rubbing on yourself. Oh, what a rub! I don't remember. Let's see. The white boy moves, Wally. I am the same way. Not the Donald Trump. I was trying it. But it's okay. I can't remember it. Not no two step. Let's see those white boy moves. I am no rather show. No, Nick, I can't show y'all. Y'all see it on my TikTok. Y'all see it on my TikTok and stuff. Like, let me see what I was doing on my TikTok. Hold on. No, they said do the R. Kelly. Wait a minute, I don't remember. Wait a minute, where's R. Kelly? What? I don't remember Nick should do and sell you the promo code Wiley for the producers. Yes. What was I doing? Okay, is this the one? Oh, I was doing that because it was like a dance, and you had to do it like it was something like that. I was trying to do the dance, but we gonna get it together, y'all. No, we gonna get it together. I think I was like, I'm gonna get it. I can't stand up because I ain't, I just have on a shirt. But I'm gonna go on TikTok and do some more dancing. Thank y'all so very much. Don't act shy from the knee down. You remember? Give us that discount link. Oh man, give us that discount link. That body roll. While it is draws. Oh man, you always bottomless. I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. They said, well, Wiley's always bottomless. They said you got dragged on the reason why you got this t-shirt and you got this t-shirt in his panties. Thank you, Nick at night. Oh, I love you. No, and this is the thing, like I don't wear pants. So I had did a video. I can't do the dance. I ain't got no pants, Nick. I do it for you next time, Nick. I promise. Wiley been sweating since Nick into the chat. Let me take the caller number down. No, show him the money so he can dance. No, I don't have on no pants, you guys. I can't do the dance. I don't have on no pants on, but we'll do it the next time. Turn the camera, run and put pants on and come back. I can't do it. I can't do it. While we and we was out when you dance. Oh God. Nick said, shake. Do it. No, I can't do it. I don't know how to dance. I'll dance on my TikTok, you guys. I'll dance on my TikTok. Oh wow. Oh man. Thank y'all so very much. Yes, Super Chat. Take it a Wiley. Don't know Wiley be struggling with this camera sometimes too risky. How do you just preach to us? You better do it. As you know. have Zadon call in and sing for Wiley dance. Wiley, please, we don't ask for much. He know he know he want to do it. So yeah, so thank y'all so very much. This has been a great show. I want to say happy Monday to y'all. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. I want to say shout out to Nick and Knight for coming in this third hour. Will you do it if we send you a super chat? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I'm not doing no dance, you guys. Wiley, do it for Armand short of new tree. Y'all wanted Wiley off the show. Nee got him nervous. No. Yeah, I dance on the TikTok. I just like I'm dancing on YouTube. You know, I haven't danced on YouTube in a while. Y'all done Shay him out of here. Oh man. Oh man. Wiley can't do nothing with sit down. Dance in your chair. I can't dance. Oh, I can't dance, you guys. Dancing is not my thing. But I do appreciate y'all for coming in the chat. Love y'all so very much. This has been a great video. Speaking about dancing, we got another TikTok video that we're gonna drop later on today. You were dancing in your old Thanksgiving video. It was good energy. No, not in the chair. I was tipsy. Let me see. Okay, I was tipsy. So that's how I was dancing in my old Thanksgiving in that Thanksgiving video. I was tipsy. Oh, he's scared. No, don't let us go now. We just warming up. Listen, I did a 7-hour live, and I appreciate y'all love. I really do. And we're gonna dance on Instagram. We're gonna dance on not on Instagram. We're gonna dance on TikTok. Thank y'all so very much, Nick. Thank you. Love you so very much for coming on. So great. He's smoking in there. Oh, looking nervous. Okay, let's go now. Don't and say you did. All right, thank y'all so very much. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all. This has been a great show. For me, Wiley, stop before we see your lower your pants. No, thank y'all. This has been fun. I haven't been up this long on your live in a while. It's always lit. Yes. Yeah, so we're gonna bring back the dance in 2023. 2023, I'll definitely get back and dancing and stuff like that. Good night. We did a 7-hour live, and you all came through. Scary Cat could never handle me. No, I'm not a dancer. Nick said I can't handle her. We, Nick is in a relationship. No, she's dating. But yeah, we're gonna have to link up, Nick, when I'm in your city. I'm definitely gonna come to your city and meet you. You're one of my favorite people. I love you. I love what you do. I just love talking about you. I didn't think I was gonna talk about you today. I love you. Since you gotta be tipsy, get tipsy for New Year's and dance fuzzy. I will. I'm gonna get tipsy for New Year's. Love to hear you laugh, Wally. Definitely gonna get tipsy for New Year's. I don't know when I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna drink Hennessy. I'm gonna drink some Hennessy straight. I'm gonna do Hennessy. I did sweet bitch wine, I think last year or the year before last. This year I'm gonna do Hennessy. And we're gonna go live and do commentary and all of that. Wiley Loud texts me out every time. Oh, Wiley is blushing. No, Nick is great. Wiley, you crushed Storm Tree. That Storm and Nick situation, I'm not going to get into, but it was sad because I wanted to meet Nick at night, And I wanted to meet her, and the Storm Monroe debacle happened, and she did not want to meet other content creators because of that situation with Storm. And I wanted to really, really meet her because she's so good on camera. And I would love to meet her in person. And then that Storm Monroe situation happened, and he was saying his song, and he was making a song about her and all of that. Then she said Nick said that Storm wanted her to be his beard, and I didn't know what that meant. Beard, like beard, what was that? And so a beard is like a covering that down low men date women to cover up to hide their sexuality, to pretend like they're straight, and they use women like Nick at Night to get a relationship. So that was like a new word that I learned. It was like a beard. She said he wanted to be he wanted me to be his beard. So I said, wow, that that happened, and I didn't know what that was. And so when she put that out there, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I said, oh my gosh, my former best friend, he's in a relationship. That's her beard. He's gay, but he got this beautiful wife. She's a beard. She's a beard. I didn't know that. So when Nick put that out there, I said, wow, my former best friend, S.O. Blake Marlowe, is a his wife is a beard. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay. And so when it happened, I said, wow. I said, really? I didn't know what that, I never heard that term before. You know what I'm saying? And she brought it out, and she was the first YouTuber in this section to bring that out, beard. I'm like, wow. And she said it. She said, I love Neek. Neek is my favorite. I was like, wow. Neek don't have time for no Storm games. Because they wanted to date. No, Storm wanted to date Neek. And it was Tasha. This is going back from my memory, what I remember. Tasha was the mediator and said, girl, he want to talk to you and all of that. And nigga said, what, and all that. And so then Storm got involved, and it went left. And then Tasha K said, I don't want your pantyhose. It got pussy juice on it and all that. So I remember that, and it was like a big fallout. So I said, what is going on? This is a lot. Then Storm Monroe said the cookie song, and he went on this whole thing. Then Tasha K said, I'm gonna buy you your panties. I'm gonna go buy you some panties and some bonnets. And I said, what? Like, are you gonna buy it? And she didn't buy it. She went live. So I'm about to go buy some stuff right now. She never purchased products from Nick at Night. And so that was back in the day. And so yeah, you guys, I remember that. And so again, but Nick is who she is, and Storm, his hair's dyed, and now he's on OnlyFans. So yeah. He's on OnlyFans, and the Von Ray situation happened. Then the employees started to expose him. Then Von Ray walked on his back and cracked his back, and he dyed his hair, and he ended up at a sex party, and all type of stuff just started happening. He got his hair dyed. Now he's on OnlyFans. He's the tatted nerd, and so I'm not complaining. You know what I'm saying? He got that body together. Got an OnlyFans, and I think Larry. I don't know if Larry. They say Larry Reed was commenting. I didn't see no Larry Reed. That could have been a troll. That could have been a troll that he said Larry Reed comment under the post, but that could be a troll that comment under Storm Monroe's OnlyFans post. But that could don't hold me to that. That could be a troll. That could have been a troll, because there's been a lot of trolls going around. Yeah. So yeah. He's on OnlyFans and stuff like that. Yeah, he's on OnlyFans. So he's on OnlyFans, and on OnlyFans, he show his seed. Um, he show his peen, and he zoomed into his peen. He's not really showing us a lot. I haven't seen him, get intimate with a woman on there yet. I'm waiting on him to charge, and so I'm there for research purposes only. I'm there for it. You know, I like Storm, so I'm just ready for Storm to get into action. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Storm. I just want to get. I'm ready to get into action. So yeah, we're gonna see about it. And so I've been on there. I'm just on there for research purposes only. I'm subscribed to it. He's for free right now. It's literally for free. I'm only there for research purposes only. And he have not got intimate with a woman yet. So when that happened, I'm going to I'm there for research purposes only. I'm part of the media department, so I can come back and talk to y'all about it. And so he don't show none of that. He haven't really showed a lot. He just got his picture, his body picture, his peen pic, and he zoomed into his peen. You don't see the full thing. You just see the size of all that. And so once he got more stuff, then I would bring it to y'all attention. Most definitely. Do he have the price up? Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see if the price is up. Because I'm there for research purposes only. Okay. Wait a minute. Do we have it on there yet? Last time I was on there, it wasn't a price on there because it was free. Yeah, last time I was on there because I was on there last night. I was on there. Yeah, last night I was on there. Yeah, because he went live over there. He's going live. He's getting a co-host. And the co-host, you want to have a co-host over there. Yeah. I think it was either night before last. I need to go see. Yeah. What type of man is free? Loves you last night. Last night was with y'all. It was the night before last because I was with y'all last night. What type of man name himself Storm? I like that name. Storm Monroe is a very exotic name. Last time you used what it is night before last and stuff like exotic name. So yeah, he's on there. We definitely gonna see about it, and then we're gonna bring it to you. No, we didn't drive him off YouTube. I don't know. It's for research purposes only. So we only there for research purposes only, and that's not the only OnlyFans I'm a part of. I was on Von Ray's OnlyFans. He blocked me, but I sent him a message. The only message I sent Von is like, you ain't showing nothing. Like, when are you gonna smash like a woman on here? Like, I don't see nothing. This is before the gangs got him. This is before he got popped and everything. So I was over there, and all I just sent a message. I'm like, I don't see no action. Like I'm paying the fee. I don't see you. I don't see no action. Just see you shirtless. Like I see you shirtless on Instagram. Like I want to see you get it in. Like so so he blocked me off the OnlyFans, and I just asked the question like, when are you gonna get it in? Like I don't see that. I'm on your OnlyFans, and I see you shirtless on Instagram. So then I'm on this female. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm on her OnlyFans. I've been on her for a while. I'm on her OnlyFans. And she just like to play with herself, which I like, but I'm like, I need to see action. Then I'm on my other friend OnlyFans. She's she's trans. She don't really have that much content on there, but I told her, I said, you should trick men and record it and put it on OnlyFans and all that. That's like something taboo. Went on her to do that. I was on Brandon Carson OnlyFans. It wasn't, he was just showing like his underwear, but I need to see action. So I guess I don't know. So there's a lot of people OnlyFans. I cut back on a lot of OnlyFans. It was eating my accounts up. This was like way back in the day. So I cut back on a lot of OnlyFans. So I'm only pretty much. I want Storm Roll. He is just free. and with somebody else I paid. So that's about it. Yeah. I was on Pastor Anderson OnlyFans, Pastor Tom Anderson. He had OnlyFans, but he didn't have no content on there. So I unsubscribed from it because he was a pastor. And I thought, you know what I'm saying, he's going to have people in the pastor office getting it in on the desk and all that. I thought that was going to be it, but it wasn't. So I unsubscribed from that OnlyFans. So yeah, I used to be on a lot. I used to be on a lot of people OnlyFans. You trying to get her not a good idea. Oh, yeah, it was a pastor on there. It was a pastor on OnlyFans. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's his screen name, Pastor. His screen name is but he's on Instagram. His screen name is he still got the OnlyFans, but he don't have no content on there. His screen name is Apostle. He's an Apostle. Tom Anderson. Tom Ton Anderson. Apostle Tom Anderson. But he's on OnlyFans and stuff like that. Yeah. It's only raunchy. It's not for raunchy stuff. It is not only for raunchy stuff. Yeah, I like raunchy stuff, and I am on there, baby. I am on there. It's free, yes, but because I consume a lot of it, I be like, damn, I watched that video. I don't know about y'all, but I watch so much content on there. And I'd be like, man, I seen that. I'm like, oh my God, I seen that. So then I'd be watching like the old Power episodes and like when the Power like scene. So I get off to that. And then the P Valley was great. But I said, man, I watch a lot. I watch a lot of that. So I'm like, I've seen a lot of this stuff. And so I go to the OnlyFans because it's like new and then they don't really post stuff on there. So it's just like, you know, hey, so get into my personal life. All in my personal business. I want to make I want to make OnlyFans eat a bunch of food. Okay, is your challenge? I don't know. Make sure you share it. What is Brent? Who is Brandon? Brandon Carson is a web series castmate. Wiley me. So yeah, I had it, and so now what I do is So now it'd be like days I don't even do nothing because I be like I see the same thing. Like I can go like days I don't see it because I see most of the content on there. Like I didn't just saying it, so I'll just be like, all the info, but scared to do all the info, but scared to do the IG dance. I'm not doing a dance, Nick. Like the video, please. No, I'm not doing a dance. I will do the dance, Neek, and stuff like that. And I love you. And when did you go on live, Neek, at night? I love you. One of my favorite content creators. What happened to the lady he was just dating? Did I miss something? Oh, that's a wrap. She had a child, and she ain't have no babysitter. And then, when we go out, we got to go out to child places like the Chuck E. Cheese or to the Navy Pier. And I'm just trying to hit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, when you go out in the shower, I gotta go out. So then I gotta take my niece, and then I gotta take my nephew. Then we gotta go to kid movie. We can't watch Wakanda because they're not old enough to see Wakanda. So I'm like, it's a wrap. Like, this ain't gonna work. Then she complained about her baby daddy and all. He ain't this, he ain't that. And I just got tired of it. I'm like, I'm just trying to hit, and you been complaining about your baby daddy. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I said, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, do the dance. Nick busy with her boo. Okay. She was beautiful. For me, she was beautiful. Nick dropped a dub and you still won't dance. Listen. We only in a hotel when we travel out of town. So I got the hotel. I was gonna get the hotel room, and she just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever, it's whatever. Why do you want to be a private dancer for Neat? We not invited. LOL. See, Scorpios being sweet and charming, and then boom. I'm just trying to. That's what I was trying to do, and then. She have her own place, but then her brother is staying with her. And I'm like, you got too much baggage. Like, I have my own place, I have my own car, I pay my car off. I don't have any kids, so I'm free to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any kids, so I'm free to do whatever. So she ain't free. Like at one point before she had kids, we was able to hang out. It was cool. But now she got a child and then she got the baby daddy drama, and it's just drama. And I'm like, damn, I'm just trying to hear. Like I hear about your day. I get it. I'm learning about your day. You want it with your career. I'm hearing all this. But it's only one thing that I'm trying to get is that. Okay. Repeating what you see me post public ain't really telling folks that yeah, okay. You said your whole days is over. It was, but it was over, but I wanted to, it's been a while. I was like, hey. Okay. Repeating what you talking about, Nee? What happened? Yeah, so that's how that went, and she had me blocked. She had me blocked because she was mad because I didn't go see her. Because then you got to rent a car, then you got to go pick her up, then you got to drop her, and she lived far. Like my mom, she lived out in the burbs, so that means I have to go to the city, rent a car, go to the city because I don't stay in Chicago. Like my car is in Texas, so I have to rent a car and drop her off. Then take my niece, my nephew, because I can't take one, not the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, like, come on now. So she just got mad because I stopped calling her. So all you planning, okay. Yeah, I don't follow you to know what you post. I made the assumption in the first hotel video. You don't want a relationship with her. Just hit it. I thought I wanted a relationship with her, but then I said I just want to hit because she would say all this how horny she was and blah blah blah. She would send texts and we would talk on the phone and blah blah blah. But then every time I come to Chicago, she don't have a babysitter. Her baby daddy ain't watching the kids, or he gone and stuff like that. So it is what it is, and I get it because I'm not in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Texas, so when she is available, I'm not available because I live in another state. But I feel like if I'm coming to the city, I'm giving you a pre-warning, like make accommodations for one man. Like a man shouldn't have to go through all that to get some. Like make accommodation. If I send you a text, right, and I'm saying I'm coming to Chicago, and in about a couple of weeks I'm gonna be in Chicago, so you should already made accommodations for me and make everything so we can hang out. That's what I'm saying. You was talking about making a baby with her 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but how can you make it? We don't hit it, She may be using her kid as a decoy. Maybe so. And if she's not interested, it's great. And then she was like, "You gonna go with me?" Nope, absolutely not. Because I don't. Nope. Because she watching what I post public. Oh, you going through to hit. You going through to hit that. Facts. So yeah. So that's how that was. And so and she'll probably hit me up, and it is what it is. Leave her where she at. Absolutely. That's what we're doing. Absolutely. Subscribe on here, yeah, but you wasn't answering when everyone asked where you was at. Oh, okay. Oh, you talking about Neek? Yeah, y'all talking about Neek. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about, but Neek is in a relationship. Neek is dating because I saw on her story. I don't know if I can share this. Can I share this, Neek? Let me know if I can. Paul, we're gonna ask her, can I share this? Because this is her story. And I guess the man was cooking for her. And I don't know if he was cooking her some fried chicken or something, but she posted in her story, and I saw it in her story. I said, man, But people don't understand that Neek used to be a dancer. I remember she told me something, I will never forget it. Neek used to be a video dancer, and she was talking about her struggles and how the business went, how the money stopped, and how the money was different. And so she really was talking about that, and I really was like, wow, like yes, like I was saying this just when she was just sit back and she was just you know what I'm saying, she would just talk and stuff like that. I think you a dancer. Weren't you a video dancer? Or I got you mixed up with somebody else. The music videos. Yeah, the music videos. I know you. The music videos. You was in the music videos. You the video girl, leading girl. What do they call that? You the videos. Yeah, not a stripper. No, I'm talking about the videos. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know what I watch. Oh no. Gotta show. I'm like, what this? You go. So she was talking about, she was talking about the videos and working with artists and stuff like that, and how the money changed about it. And I was like, wow, like she was really talking about her life and how connected she is, in Hollywood. Never a stripper. LOL, I was confused. Like, no, a video vixen. Thank you. A video vixen. Thank you. So she's talking about her story, and I'm just listening to her, and I'm observing, and I said, "Wow, like Nika is definitely." And what people understand when Nick said, she said, "I've been with celebrities. Like you really have to, you just can't just because you're a celebrity. I'm just not going to just drop my drawers just because you're a celebrity or something like that." And she was talking about that. Nick shared that, and I would love for Nick to write a book because I would buy that book because there's so many experiences that she have not shared on YouTube that I know she can share and to help a lot of young women that think about getting into the business, thinking about getting into the industry. So Nick is she's very well, in Hollywood and have those experiences. And so, also Nick interviews celebrities. She used to work on red carpets and stuff like that. So that's really, really well. And I really love that. And I used to see that. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, yes, I love that. I really, really love that. And so I love that. I just, whenever I don't know when she gonna go back live. See, I don't want Neek to get in a relationship because then she probably not gonna be going on YouTube like that. I want her to be single so she could be on YouTube 24/7. I was like, yeah, she was up. No, she wasn't because she's a video vixen. Wiley out here buying books, bonnets, and pajamas. Wiley called him. No, what I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. It's crazy how a lot of people stay away from Hollywood after they see so much. I thought the life of no, it's not, and just having Nick, just a lot of memories are just flowing. Like watching her content and stuff like that. Absolutely, and yeah, I love that. And it was a story that Nick covered about a mother that when her lesbian lover ended her life, and Nick covered that story. And at the end, she said, "I see y'all covering Shanquella Robinson, but y'all must bring awareness to this as well." So I love that about Neat. Not only that she does celebrity gossip, she covers stories of women that have their life has been ended in some type of traumatic experience, and she bring light. She bring light to those stories, and so that's another reason why I like her platform, because you never know who she's going to cover, and she never know what download situation she's going to cover, or what lever she's going to cover. You just never know, and I haven't really been over there like to call into her show, but I do be from time to time be coming over there and seeing the news stories that she covered. Absolutely. Very sad. Yeah. Nick doesn't just hop on a story because it's popular. She been doing this and brings light to many stories she does. She definitely had her own lane. But Tasha, I'm gonna say this. So this is so funny. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna close. Yeah, I'll be in the bushes. So her and Tasha was beefing. And Tasha said, "Yeah, and you wanted to link up with R. Kelly. You went to go visit. I think she said you video called R. Kelly. I think Tasha said, yeah, you video call R. Kelly. You write R. Kelly video call R. Kelly." And she was like, "No, I ain't talked to no R. Kelly video call." Oh no! Like, oh my god, I can't remember all the details, but that's why I remember Tasha saying something like that. And I think I asked Nick, I said, "Are you talking to R. Kelly?" Oh man, you talking to R. Kelly? Never talked to him ever. And so she said that. So I'm like, she's talking to R. Kelly. Oh man. That lady will lie in a second. Never talk to him ever. Tasha, I'll be saying it. Tasha be saying anything, Lord. Yes, that's what she said. Tasha, no, like, oh my gosh, man, she make up the most random stuff. Yes, I'm like, what? Did you talk to R. Kelly? Oh, somebody just sent Storm a message. Says Storm, call into Wiley. You being discussed beneath. Your sperm is being discussed. Storm, call in. Y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. Not your sperm being discussed. So oh man, send it to me. I'm like, what? Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah. They tag you or they had sent me a DM. I guess they text Storm that and yeah, Storm always getting dragged into something. Yeah. So thank y'all so very much. Thank you so very much to the Queen, to Nika and Knight for coming on, gracing us with your presence. Make sure y'all go subscribe. I love her. Storm already here. He just ain't saying nothing. Storm chasers are in the bushes. Yeah, we having conversations and we real good with Storm. I don't know if he still got me on his OnlyFans because I can't find it. I don't know if he had me on his OnlyFans because I can't find it. So I don't know. I don't know if he took it down. Or I don't know if I'm blocked. Can somebody send me his OnlyFans because I was on there? I was trying to see what else was posted on there. Wow. There's something else I want to read really quickly before we go. Shout out to T News. They wrote something. They said, in my opinion, I never understood the whole bisexual thing unless you're single. Because if I'm in a relationship with anybody, it's because I picture you as somebody I could be with for the rest of my life. So if I'm dating a girl, then to society, regardless, I'm straight. I'm not looking at nobody else. If I'm with another dude, then technically I'm just gay because I'm not looking at nobody else. It only works if you're single. Question that. So this person wrote that post. And so one person wrote in the post that I'm bisexual, bro. That's not how all that works. That's not how any of this works. Y'all just be saying ish. That's not how bisexuality works. Coming from a bisexual man, that's not at all how it works. All right. Wow. I'm like, okay. Dang, Wiley, your block list is getting long. Let me see if I'm blocked on. I'm not blocked on his Instagram. I don't know if I'm because I think he blocked me off his Twitter because it was Tatted Nerve, right? Anyway. Let me see. Okay. Storm could answer this question. I don't think he's straight. It's just your overall person. If someone is with a man, it doesn't negate that you're bisexual. Absolutely. Wiley, did you miss you talking about reparation in California? You haven't discussed it yet. Well, I did not. I want you all to join me for that conversation. And so I'm going to talk about that actually tomorrow. Well, today we could talk about that because I did see that. I did read on that, and I think that's awesome. And so we'll talk about that later on today. Let me actually put that in my phone because I did. Y'all kept sitting. Y'all did like 4 people send me that article on that. They did. Shout out to California. Oh, Black Tatter Nerd. Okay. Hollywood to the internet will be blocked. Wiley jump. Okay. Oh, we've been on here for 3 hours. Gosh, why does we keep being on live for a long time? God bless you. It's just okay. Thank you. A little quick announcements again. Our PO box. You guys, I'm gonna go today and get everything today because I'm off. So we're gonna get all the stuff that you sent to the PO box. Do an unboxing because I think somebody sent me something for my birthday. So I'm gonna see about that. I'm gonna do that today. If you send me something for that, if you have a book that you want me to read to review, if you want to send it to the PO box, you can. If you're independent author, you're trying to be on the Wiley Book Club list, so you could be one of the picks. Send your book to PO Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370, and yeah, you may be one of the picks. Also, our Twitter account is at Wiley Show. You can follow us, WILEYSHOW. And also our Cash App is Marquise Wiley 28. And also we have our TikTok, and then we are close. We need about almost 500 people. 500 people to get to 1,000. People over there on TikTok. I think we got 1,000 likes now over there on TikTok. So make sure you follow us right now. If you have not followed us on TikTok, we repost it on Instagram as well. But I would love for you to follow us over there on the TikTok, and that's at Wiley Show. Okay. They said, Wiley, you've been going to your PO box for a month now. Yeah, I always have a lot of stuff there, and they be getting mad at me at the PO box place because at the post office because they be like, "Why you got all this stuff and it's heavy? Like it's not supposed to be your job to carry heavy stuff. Like, don't that supposed to be your job?" Anyway. Yeah, follow me on TikTok. Thank you so very much, Renee. LOL. I try to go once. I try to go once a week, but I be forgetting. Then the post office. The thing is, they need post office to stay over 24/7. Like when I think about it, it be nighttime, and then that post office get packed. And so I have to go either early, like really, really early when they first open up, because baby, you go to the post office like 2, 3 o'clock, baby. Them people that own businesses, they be selling products, baby. They be holding up the whole line. They be having this. They got orders. They be having like 80,000 orders, and they be having this. Then they got this. It be packed. The people got packages they got to get. It be packed, and the post office is the slowest people ever. Yeah. Thank you. So that's how that go. Good night, Wiley. Good night, Nick. Yes, you need 1,000 followers to go live on. You need 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok. Post office stay with long. They stay with long line. I don't understand that. I just don't understand that. You'll be receiving case of waters. Yeah, I'm receiving case of water. So I got case of water in my trunk. And I thank y'all so very much for supporting the show. We've been under the weather, but we're doing good. Thank you for people that sent your $11.11. Shout out to people that bought some items on the t-shirt, that bought some t-shirts and stuff, and bought some mugs. So I thank y'all so very much for that. I gotta thank you for the support. We got new designs coming. It take a while because when you're dealing with people, they take their time. So all of the sayings y'all want me in a shirt, so we're trying to get it out there. So for our t-shirts and stuff like that. And I think they're doing a promo right now for 10% off. I gotta double check it. for that way. What's up, Fresh? PYD Live. I see you, bro. Thank you so very much. I see you on here. I don't know if you want to talk about Deion Sanders. Did you want to talk about Deion Sanders before we go and get a fresh perspective? I don't know if you want to talk about that. What Deion Sanders? I see you popped in the chat. I found you up on Kendra Live, and you, bro, like what? And you responded to my message. You was on Kendra Live, the radio host on WGCI, because she do the relationship stuff. Yes. Okay. Anybody else? That was it. Good night. Good night. Kendra G, thank you. Well, I sure appreciate you going live this weekend. Thank y'all so very much. I appreciate it. I was under the weather and I said I'm still gonna go live. Kendra G, yes. Well, I did it. We're going live tomorrow. I have to do some research, bro. I'm just joining. Okay. All right, bro. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Y'all have a wonderful good night. And we'll be back live later on today. All right. Make sure y'all subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Subscribe. See y'all later on tonight. Peace.